Welcome, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or whenever it is, wherever you are. We were not just spending like 5 minutes all just talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Best game ever.
I've never even touched Kingdom Hearts, but
Best game ever.
Kingdom Hearts is light.
Kyrie's inside me.
Kyrie's inside me.
I've heard all of these things out of context, and I assume they're not any less silly in context.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a fucking JRPG. What did you expect?
Nothing will make me love more than seeing Mickey hearing Mickey go, "Did someone say the world of darkness?" and showing up in an edgy black trench coat.
I'm telling you, Mickey Mouse is fucking terrifying in that game. He's a fucking Jedi in this game, alright? I'm not gonna get over the fact that I watched Mickey Mouse kick more ass than I could when I was like 7 years old playing this game.
But yes, welcome back to a Belkinus Necro hunt, where I took a week off because everybody was mad at me for having fun. So I was like, I'm just gonna go have fun and quiet for a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys for the patience and coming back. And we shall return to today's session, and we will firstly go through all of our wonderful players, starting with Shelby. Introduce who you are, what you do, and who you play.
Hi, my name is Shelby, or Whistle. I'm from the channel Whistle While You Work. It's a channel where I tell stories from my D&D experience and draw whatever fun fantasy stuff comes to mind. I'm currently producing a series called Into the Farwood. It's a creepy retelling of an arc I'm going through in one of my games. I'm also a player over on Roll for Damage, where I play our problem child named Nia Arian, along with Aaron, actually.
Yeah.
But today I will be playing Luna Icewind, who is the party's favorite, whatever the fuck she is at this point. I don't know.
She's the muscle.
Muscle mom.
Do you even lift?
Yeah.
I lift more than you. Look at your strength score.
Oh yeah, no. I've long accepted that Enoch can't lift. He can move metal around, but he cannot fucking lift for shit.
Yeah, so now we can go to the next person. Aaron, who cannot lift. Tell us who you are, what you do, and who you play.
Hello, my name is Aaron, otherwise known as Yaroshian. I am the creator of the abridged series known as How to Be an Adventurer, which is a Danmachi, or Isn't Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon parody series. I'm also the dungeon master over at D6, the D&D livestream show, which I am currently preparing for our next campaign, which will be coming up relatively soon. I've even sent this wonderful server some info about that. Also, I am the voice of Kakyoin, of Kakyoin's Waifu Connoisseur, which just recently came back for the latest episode, talking about none other than Roberto E. Speedwagon from the JoJo series. And it got really weird. I went way harder than I thought I needed to in that episode. Any which way, if you guys are interested in all that, by all means, Twitter and all that. And I am playing Enoch Solomon tonight, your rootin' tootin' sad cowboy gunslinging artificer, and that's me.
Yes,
Cammy, take
all right,
it away.
yeah, Cammy, tell us who you are, what you do, and who you play.
Hey guys, my name is Cammy Cat. I make parodies, covers, and original music based around Dungeons and Dragons and World of Darkness, and I'm going to keep on calling it World of Darkness, even though that's not technically what it's called anymore, but that's what I was introduced to it as, so I'm going to keep it going. I am basically also going to do whatever the heck I want because, hey, I also am playing Renee, who is our half-elf bard.
Yeah, awesome. And lastly, Davy, introduce who you are, what you do, and who you play.
What's up? My name's Davy Chappie. I'm a little uncomfortable with the energy that's being created in this stream.
This is extremely positive energy. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry,
Nope.
I'm still getting woken up.
Also,
She's waking up. She feels it in her bones.
sorry, I'll start over. Howdy, how's it going? My name's Davy Chappie, and I'm eating a bunch of cold fries that I got out of my refrigerator because I got the munchies, but there's nothing in this house. And today, I will be playing Nathaniel Gainsby, which take a wizard of Belkinus who only wants to find the cold fries of justice.
Cold fries of justice.
Oh.
And
How
before,
do you say this?
oh my gosh. No cold fries are justice. I'm sorry.
I can't say anything with a straight face. I'm very gay.
Before
Okay,
we start the
fair
recap,
line.
actually,
Okay,
I wanted
yes, I get
to
it.
share with you guys something wonderful that somebody made.
Yes.
This is the second one that they
I'm
made,
never
and
straight.
I wish I had shared the first one that they made because it's so good. But
Maybe we can share the first one at the break.
oh yeah, we can. That's true. We have the technology. Someone made a wonderful little animatic of when Renee sang that very pleasant song in Cloveway for all the people who were downtrodden and all that stuff. And
It was Louise HBG.
Louise HBG.
Luigi himself?
Yes, and so they have a Twitter as well. Let me
Who's
just
not who is
I know
not
they were in
subscribed
the
to this
chat.
man?
Necro Hunt. They have their Twitter handle is Louise HBG. Okay, at Louise HBG. Oh, it's their birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Louise!
Birthday!
Happy birthday, Louise!
Happy birthday,
Louise!
Happy birthday from Red Robin to you.
Give us a present on your birthday. What the hell? Happy birthday!
And yeah, so we're gonna watch their wonderful little animatic thing. Let me just make sure it's aligned. Don't mind the Game Grumps on the side. I watch a lot of Game Grumps. But
Wait,
yeah, we're
Listen,
gonna.
there.
valid.
Who doesn't like good old
Wait,
Galen
Game Grumps played It Takes Two? I gotta watch that.
Anyway, today we're gonna watch what Louise made for us. So yeah.
Yeah.
Through so many voices naysaying, say I, my heart has now found a place I can
hear nothing.
reside. I hope that the future can hold something new, that I can be welcomed by more than the few. The embers of my desire I wish to share. I will not let it be snuffed out by the cruelty out there. I will take what you gave me and make something more. I will make something no one thought was done before. My friends, I will not let this be the final end. I will make a home for us. I will take it in for us. I will make this a home.
Yes, that is so. That's so.
Oh, it's just
Good.
so
Good.
good.
I'm glad they remembered that Nathaniel is unpeeled.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All the small
He is
touches.
peeled.
I just love that they've
He's-
ended both animatics with small Nathaniel
They got
smile.
the. Oh, I love that. The bone armor on the
Yeah.
guards.
They included that like her song made everyone cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tavern keeper.
Yeah.
Francis is in here. He's just
Yes,
watching
and
from.
My son!
And
Louise
then
did an amazing job on this. I can't believe you made another one of these. And so fast, too. This episode was like, what, 3 weeks ago?
yeah.
You did something
Yeah.
this amazing so quickly.
Yeah.
Jacqueline is here, and it's
I love it.
it's all very, very good. Here's the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, just spamming it, and also their
Spam it.
Twitter as well. Give them a follow.
Love
They're
it.
wonderful.
And once again, a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Amber.
Happy birthday.
We're gonna watch their other animatic during the stream break.
Yes.
Yay!
But yeah, so yeah, back to the show. Who wants to recap what happened last time?
Someone who has more energy than me, please.
If I remember correctly, we left the necrotic city, and then we walked in the woods and talked a bunch.
Yeah, not a lot of things happened
And then,
last session.
and then
did
there we go. We did it.
No,
Okay.
and then we thought, well, actually, I
actually, no.
had one more thing. Luna
Not true.
got to talk to who's basically she got to talk to the Raven Queen thanks to Kara being like, I'm going to use my body as a channel for you to talk to the Raven Queen.
She is a
And Raven
priestess.
Queen was like, yep. Raven Queen was like, hey, I know you're worried. Your dad's okay. It's going to be okay. I don't really know what's going on, but I still got you. Also, watch this. And like turning around, Echo being summoned. It wasn't actually Luna's dad. It is now just a really dope looking manifestation of Luna.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Sorry, go.
No. The art is still so good. I was honestly sad that my reaction was only caught in my audio because it was just a lot of squeaking for me that my filter filtered out. So in the actual broadcast, it looked like I wasn't even reacting.
It
But I
sounded
was
like you were
dying.
hyperventilating.
Oh no.
I mean, yes, I was because I was trying not to scream.
Yeah.
So my amended recap of last session was we left the necromantic city and walked through the woods for a while. We had a lot of discussions about things, and then a god showed up. Whoops, forgot about that.
yeah.
Conversation about that. That ended, and there's something rustling around in the woods. May
Yes.
or may not be a necromancer.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that's where we left off, actually.
Yes, Enoch
Yep.
saw something during his watch that was, I
Yeah.
guess, threatening enough that he woke everybody up to
Yeah.
stay on
Yeah.
their toes.
Because they broke Kuro. They hurt my boy.
Kuro is broken, and the last thing that
all
happened
broken here.
is the reason why Luna's Echo got summoned is because she was going to use a new Echo Knight ability, but we paused to explain that Luna's Echo is no longer Echo Dad.
Mm-hmm.
It is now
But
Echo
was it
Twin.
ever really?
Yes. And with that, if the players could close out of their chats to give the game their undivided attention, we can begin the session.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
I'm gonna open chat.
Well, rude.
Hello, chat. All right, goodbye. Oh, I closed it again.
So, for some reason, Luna's Echo is not showing her nameplate. Whatever, I'm going to give my laptop a chance to load that. But anyway, yes, it is the middle of the night near the border of the Kingdom of Belkinus. The air is still and quiet, as same as when you first came here in your pursuit of Cloveway. And only the distant sounds of Chester City can be faintly heard. On Enoch's watch, figure was seen floating in the distance before it swatted his homunculus Kuro down before vanishing. What do you guys do? Everyone is up and awake. You have not completed your long rest yet, since it has only been one watch. I like to consider 2 watches worth of rest to be a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, we're all elves here. Are we all aware of the fact that Kuro's been knocked?
Yes, I think that has been told.
Yeah.
The last I remember
an
is
obvious ping on his head.
the last I remember us all discussing is that Kuro. We know Kuro is hurt. We are all trying to be quiet. Luna said she had a way to look around the camp without leaving camp, so that we don't risk a casualty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we are at in terms of discussion.
Yes.
So
I
go ahead.
would make recommendation is, well, at least for Enoch, I am going to try and hide behind something.
Okay.
I intend to stealth.
Okay.
Mm.
Is there any specific way that you wish to do that?
I am going to get behind the farthest tree back.
Farthest tree back. Okay. Let's say you can put yourself. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
And Kuro, I am going to command to stay by Nathaniel.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's good because I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but over here.
Renee is also probably gonna look at her brother and be like, just take one of the horses and go to one of the factories. If anything goes wrong, I want you to take it and just go.
But I can fight. He pulls out a dagger from his waistcoat.
Aw, he thinks he can fight.
Adorable.
Maybe he thinks he can fight. But she just shakes her head and is just like, we don't even know if we need to fight yet. Okay?
Okay.
And we also don't know what it is. Just because you can fight doesn't mean you always have to. Rule number 1 when you are adventuring with anyone.
But
Now go take one of the horses and go behind the tree.
fine. Walks over, takes one of the horses, and follows your instruction. I'm going to put him off of the map. Actually, I'm just going to put him right here in case I need him again.
Yeah, because knowing him, he's probably not going to listen to me. He's only going to be like, okay, why no? Especially because she's also silently cursing to herself. I didn't get a full rest, so all of my high-level spells are gone.
Yeah, you and me both.
Does everybody seem like they're in the position they want to be in? Is Kara where she wants to be in this?
Oh,
or-
yes. Positioning of Kara. She just simply sits up in front of the fire and waits where she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Okay. Luna is going to kneel down before she does this because I will be blind and deafened for doing this, but I'd like to invoke my Echo Avatar ability, please.
And what is that?
That is my fancy new Echo Knight ability that allows me to transfer my senses into my Echo, like you do for a familiar. I am blind and deafened, but my Echo can now move up to 1,000 feet away from me for up to 10 minutes.
Oh shit!
Oh
And
my
you're gonna
God.
you wanna scout around the area, I assume.
Yes,
Up to
without
1,000 feet.
casualty, because Echo just goes poof when it gets smacked.
You're right.
Echo just goes poof.
You could say that Luna just went into the Avatar state.
Get out, leave.
Ah, I'll
I
be
can't
taking
believe
my
Luna's
leave.
the
Farewell.
avatar.
Luna is a terrible avatar.
All right. I'm going to need a your choice between a survival or perception check. As you go, you're going to send your Echo on this patrol.
I'm going. Well, they're the same either way, so we're just gonna go perception.
All right. And as you do this, you can hear
Well-
like just a whispering from Kara. Just go, "Oh, that's a fancy trick."
Well, that fancy trick did us fuck all because I rolled a 2, but I tried.
Worst case, the Echo will trigger something and get hit,
Yes.
and then you'll know something's out there.
Yeah, the aim is I just want my Echo to basically do a lap around
Right.
the camp, not being particularly stealthy, because if the Echo's caught, it's fine, because the Echo's not a living person.
All right. You
Right.
travel around the kind of far perimeter of the camp. Just traveling around. You don't hear anything aside from the odd cricket here and there. And just like as you go around the radius nearer to Chester City, you don't hear anything, but suddenly your consciousness fades and comes back to the camp. Your Echo has been hit by something.
Do I know approximately which direction the Echo was in? Because my sight,
Yes.
my eyes and ears were in the Echo, so I'd know where camp was from the Echo's
Yes.
point.
Judging from kind of where it was here, I'm going to bring us to the map so that I can pinpoint kind of the direction where your Echo was before you lost your senses from it. It was kind of towards this direction.
Okay, so I'm assuming
So
north
as,
of the camp.
as your Echo was like, say, like over like here, like about that far from the camp. I don't know if that's 1,000 feet, but you know, like towards that direction is when something struck your Echo and killed it.
So when it got closer to Chester City.
Yes. But although not directly towards Chester City, more somewhat to the south.
Oh. So what you're saying is we need to go the opposite direction?
Which is, that's the direction we're heading, though, is the problem.
Exactly.
Yep. Luna will stand up after having Echo, like, poofed just immediately. Well, yeah, there's something out there. And it's all still... Didn't even see it, didn't give a warning. Just immediately destroyed it.
I cannot sense... Kara speaks up. I cannot sense any necromancy. Friends of yours?
Well, not exactly.
If they were friendly, I feel like they would have recognized you. Or even worse, maybe they were friendly and then decided to kick our asses just because.
Okay, not everybody in my life does that, Renee.
A lot of people in my life have. I've just tried to be cautious.
While they're talking, I have an idea.
What is your idea?
I'd like to scan the tree line around. I want to first move over to this one if possible, so that I can look closer towards the tree lines. And I'd like to investigate them to see if I can't figure out what is the most likely path that they would take.
Yes. Okay. And your passive investigation is out the ass, which is what I'm going to take since you have the time to take rather than like an attempt. Scanning the tree line, you can tell that you are out in the open. There's not a lot of cover from where you are. They could easily overwhelm you and like kind of take I'd say putting yourself in the shoes of someone who would want to ambush you, most likely they could easily surround you, like kind of make a spoon formation, like coming from the direction that they're coming from, and then splay out, and then cover your behind as well.
Okay, well, that's good. Kind of. That's what I thought a little bit. In that case, in case they try to flank us, I'm going to throw a zone of truth over this way. Now, zone of truth doesn't have I don't believe it has a physical, like, it doesn't look like anything normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to toss it out, and anything, actually, does it, yeah, any that enters the spell's area for the first time. So the idea is I'm going to toss it out, and I'm going to leave it there. And if someone walks through it, I'll know, because I know whether they've succeeded or failed.
That's clever. I like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to toss that out, and my goal is hopefully if they try to surround us, if they try to flank us, they'll cross that first, and I'll be able to warn you.
That's fair.
So you throw it out. Everyone's waiting. You keep your sense on the zone of truth. And something passes through it and fails.
Understood. In that case, I'm going to immediately motion, and I'm going to say as quietly as possible, something is trying to flank us.
Can I summon my echo again, please, just to
You
protect
may.
Kara? I need to protect Kara now, because I think I know who it is, and I don't like it.
This is gonna be a stupid idea. This is a very stupid idea.
Do your stupid idea.
Can I still do it? Oh, hold on, I gotta check and make sure. Dang it, I can't do mind stuff, but I can. Oh wait, that has to be visual though. I think, yeah. Crap, never mind. My plan won't work, but I will just kind of be the first line. If something hits me, we know it's bad.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you doing with your echo, Luna?
Well, I was going to use it to protect Kara, but seeing fucking Renee's putting herself on the front line, I think we're gonna put you there instead. And I just want to be there to intercept anything that might smack her.
Right. Seeing everyone get prepared, Kara looks a little bit more, taking the situation a little bit more seriously, and does a little bit of waving with her wand, and she is going to cast Mage Armor. However, it takes the form of her bones extending from her body, kind of forming around her. Her bone armor, rather. Mm-hmm. Not her bones.
Could I look at her and just kind of give her an explanation of what at least Luna thinks is happening?
Sure, you may.
Yeah, because there's a figure in the sky, something trying to come after us. We've already run into a very dangerous figure. We mentioned Thorn before. They hate necromancers, and I've seen them fell a necromancer in a single swipe of an axe. Rather you not get killed.
That creature. It has not approached Cloveway for some odd reason, and I do not understand why.
I don't know either. I just know that we particularly pissed them off. And we don't know if they're hunting us. We used one of your crystals, remember? I think we told you.
Wait, you said that they did not approach Cloveway at all? Like, at all. You didn't have to try and fend them off.
Seeing as the whole kingdom of Belkinus wants me dead, I have been keeping in tune with what has been going on, including the rumors of this Thorn beast. And they have been hunting necromancers, but I find it strange that they have never approached Cloveway before.
Yeah, no, that is very, very odd. Very odd.
As interesting as this conversation is, perhaps it would be best for us to get on our horses and flee while they are currently trying to surround us.
Well, if they're right there, are we really going to be able to outrun them?
Yes, and how? A question. I need to. I guess this is more a mechanics question. Do you use exhaustion levels on the animals too?
You know what? No.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank God.
Say,
I appreciate you for that. I just wanted to ask.
That seems cruel.
If they get exhausted, we can eat them. It's a good motivator not to get exhausted.
I think Aaron wanted to say something as well. I think you piped up for a brief moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out how to play this out because I'm trying to figure out the haste spell. That's why.
Oh, you can just. I'm sure if you just look up haste, like I think it doubles your speed, +2 AC, and a few other things.
And advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Anyway, while you figure that out, so
Yeah.
I'm going to give each person one final chance to say what they're going to do / prep.
Oh boy.
Okay.
If the plan, if the plan is to ride away on horses, you need to say that that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to move towards the horses.
You're going to move towards the horses.
That is
Okay.
my intention, yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna move over here.
All right.
I hope everybody will join me, but it's up to you.
I feel like I'll join you, but I'll be behind everyone trying to cover your backs as you're all mounting up.
Okay.
I think that'll be what me and Echo do, is just stand as a line of defense. So I'll put them over here.
All right. Renee?
I'll give Luna some bardic inspiration before I bounce.
Thank you. I'm
I
just
can't do a lot, but I can do that.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna need it. Dice are not being
I'm
kind
gonna
to me
move
today.
towards the horses a bit as
Seeing
well.
as everybody else is as well, Kara is going to move closer to it, but you can see she's getting in a defensive stance, and the armor, her bone armor, is one akin to that of a royal knight, except made out of bones and a little bit more organic looking, to the point where she's got a face covering as well.
Ooh,
Damn.
pretty.
Fucking hell.
Renee also
Vegan
might gesture
armor.
Luna be like a little bit closer to them, like not as far away. Like that's a little too far for my comfort.
And
I mean, I can shuffle her back.
And
lastly,
Think about
Enoch,
that.
what's your one thing that you're going to do?
Perfect.
I am going to prepare any shot towards anything that moves towards us. If it tries to come after us violently, I am going to shoot it, and I'm going to make that a winging shot. I'm going to make that a winging shot, so that way we just know ahead.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move us to another map.
Oh,
And
no,
I'm-
what do you mean? There's another map.
I don't like other maps.
What do you mean? There's another map.
The distress.
What do you mean?
It's
I'm
going to look
also stealthing. I've also been stealthing since I said I was stealthing.
I will take
rolled
your
stealth for
passive
18.
stealth. What is your passive stealth?
Ooh.
My passive I don't +3, but I rolled an 18 earlier for it.
Did I ask to roll?
You did.
Oh, I did.
Like
Okay,
Sen
never
was
mind.
Going behind the tree
Never
initially.
mind then. Then we will take that 18.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to say you hide yourself pretty well in the darkness.
Why is there gonna be another map?
All right. And
Tammy's distressed
Maybe
about
the-
another map.
Maybe the other map will have presents.
well,
Maybe it'll have trees.
The other-
thorn in the tree line.
the other map is kind of a decent amount, a little bit different from this one because I was not anticipating this. So feel free to readjust yourself accordingly if you so wish.
Okay.
We'll reassess where we are once we're on the map.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's just
Okay.
it's just larger. That's all.
Okay.
I see.
I see. So what I'm imagining is that we probably put the fire like here.
There?
Yeah.
So we might flip where we are. So the horses are like here with these trees.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
At least visually speaking, yeah.
that's
Because then
fine.
we can also put my boy Francis on the map, maybe like over here behind these trees.
Right.
And then
Yeah, because then that's a lot of open space to be jumped on. So that makes sense to me, at least.
I'm just gonna.
Or like even this way, that's still very much like an open-ish area. So it makes sense to like do it that way, visually speaking.
Right.
So wait. So which?
So
which
Luna would be like over here.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, and your Echo would be like, or yeah.
Just
Yep.
line of defense against anything that might try to hurt you.
Which tree did I hide behind?
This one.
Well, I mean, if we're flipping it around, but it doesn't matter. You can just pick one, and I'll consider you to be kind of hidden by that tree. It's not all that important.
All right.
But so as you guys take your position, Enoch, you actually see something stalking towards the party. You do have set up a reaction to fire at it. You can see it's approaching very slowly and very cautiously. Do you take it?
I'm going to let it reveal itself
Okay.
first.
Oh
So
God.
it will reveal itself.
Afterwards, there will be problems.
Okay.
What the fuck is it?
Just let me select them all real quick.
So
Oh!
okay.
What do you mean? hell?
Okay. Fucking, are we gonna have protectors
God, my
to
poor
electric
mic.
boogaloo again? What is this
Poor
shit?
microphone.
Why don't we just kill him?
Why don't we just murder them? Yeah.
At this
sorry.
point. At this point.
Sorry, I meant Kara. Problem solved.
Oh.
Why?
If we bubble her, that means we did our job.
So you guys take your positions, and Enoch, you
Yes.
see a figure stalking upwards, kind of someone who looks to be mounted on an axe beak.
Oh, great. It is.
And
God.
slowly you
Faster than
guys hear
horses.
the tussling of grass and footsteps of large creatures. As you can see, several riding axe beaks approach,
Oh,
motherfucker.
son of a
It
bitch.
is. It is Protector 2. It is Protector 2.
including one that comes out of the water, a humanoid, lizard folk.
Stupid spontaneous lake.
A lizard folk comes out. And let me show a portrait of them.
Hello. I'd
Don't
like to
like-
get to know you better.
I don't like those eyes.
My sword would
like
like to
them.
get to know you better, sir, depending on what you're here for.
And he speaks. Well, what do we have here? Is that the famous tactician and necromancer Kara Miharian?
God.
Renee's gonna take a couple steps over to Kara.
So is Echo.
Just kind of like,
You can see Kara
Oh,
has her
it's
hands
Echo.
ready to blast a spell. And Enoch, you are right next to them. They haven't noticed you. You see there's a human mounted on an axe beak right over here. He is not taking notice of you.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Then that will make things very interesting.
I'm sorry. My name's Rushk, the last acting head of the Protectors, thanks to you and yours throwing the rest of my pals behind bars.
Well, they should have been better sellswords, to be honest with you.
Oh, but now we've got an opportunity for that, don't we? I see you've got the Black Vein Queen herself right there.
I think you have an opportunity to get your ass kicked if you don't get out of here.
Now. Luna, perhaps. Some tact would be in order.
You know I don't have that.
Yes, well. What was your name again? It was, Rask.
Hmm?
I think there's
Yes.
a ish, like Lashk.
Right, well.
Yes.
Clearly, you had the chance to surprise us and attack us on sight. You've chosen not to do that. I assume it is because, in some way, you think that there can be some negotiation to be had here. I am certain that we can reach an accord, that all of us will find amicable.
I trusted that the Witch Taker would want to do some diplomacy.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was interested in having the Protectors on our side before they chose to, unfortunately, go down a path that we couldn't really follow. But now I give you and yours the chance to remedy that mistake, that hope that perhaps together we can do whatever it is that our mutual goals would want. And after that rambling, I cast my... I am going to cast my enthralling performance.
Oh, shit!
Yes.
Woohoo!
Well, so that was a filibuster so that I could use this ability.
Yeah, you're basically like conversing, and I feel like as you're doing it, like you get more sparkly.
Yep.
just
So it's equal to my charisma modifier, which, thanks to being level 8, is now 5 people. So I'm gonna ping him, this boy, this boy, this boy. Let's go with that boy. Let's go with that boy
Is
too.
that all of them?
Actually, no.
No,
I'm-
there's
I'm
one that
leaving-
you can't get.
I'm leaving that elf alone on purpose because
Right.
this is a
Because it won't
charm,
work.
and that's an
Yeah.
elf.
Right.
So I'm gonna ping all of them real quick. Now, if they are hostile, so this is kind of your interpretation. If they are hostile to us, this I don't believe that this works. But hostile is kind of your interpretation as to what that means, in case you don't want me to just one ability your encounter away. But yeah,
As you do this, you can see that Kara snaps her head towards you. What are you doing?
shut up.
And I'm gonna have to roll for all of them.
Yes, individually. So any of them can
Individually,
fail.
okay.
Any of them can succeed.
Yeah. I feel like Renee looks over Kara, so she's like, he's doing his job.
So all of them except for the elf.
Yes, leave that elf alone. I don't know what he's doing, but this is
Leave
the
that
charm.
elf alone.
They don't like those. It's not a place for them.
All right. So the human, the orc, and the halfling all are charmed.
Okay.
Ooh,
The
that's
lizard
pretty
folk
good.
is not.
Valid.
Is there? So they see you. So they're just charmed, right? They see you as a good acquaintance.
Yes, they will idolize me, speaking glowingly of me to anybody who talks to me. They will hinder anyone who opposes me, although they will avoid violence unless already inclined to fight on my behalf, which these guys certainly weren't. If they succeed, if they succeed in their saving throw, they have no indication that I tried to charm them in the first place.
Yep. So the orc kind of speaks up. Now, does this command them to do anything?
Nope. They are simply inclined to like me a whole lot.
Okay.
They just think he's neat.
So Rusk starts to speak, and I don't think you have anything you could provide for us that a large sum of coin from turning in the Black Vein Queen couldn't provide us.
Oh, well, of course you must understand. You know of my job, my profession. A large sum of coin is pocket change for me.
You see that the orc kind of rides up a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, you should probably listen to him, boss. I don't want to fall for one of his tricks, you know."
As a matter of fact, back when the previous protectors and us were having our disagreement, I was able to convince a few protectors to work under me. I'm sure that the same thing can be arranged for you and your people, should they wish it, of course.
Ah, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, it kind of meshes really well together. We've actually seen it like in action before. You guys, we know that you guys can do some pretty cool shit, and you know, we already do some cool shit ourselves. And it
Rusk looks over to the orc. And Braco, you trust in his words? And the orc nods. And Rusk immediately pulls a dagger and throws it at him.
He's not afraid to hurt his own.
Everyone roll for initiative.
One moment.
That's a giveaway for me, right? To go ahead and shoot him.
Surprise,
Right.
bitch!
And
What was that,
since I'm stealth, do I get advantage?
You do.
Yes. Yeah.
My spell is okay. I was checking to make sure my ability. It's not a spell. My ability is not broken because I did not attack them. I was thinking for a second. Wait, did he just fucking break my ability?
That is
Me?
All right.
Maybe a 25.
So 25, yes, that
That's
does
going to be a
hit.
25. And also, since it is a winging shot, I'll go ahead and drop it in there. Since
Oh, it does break. But only on the orc if it hits. If it takes damage, then the spell breaks immediately.
yeah, and he needs to make a strength saving throw of a DC 14 in order to not fall prone.
Okay.
Oh, please fall prone. Please fall prone.
Before I do, I'm going to play the battle music real quick.
Oh no, here we go.
Fuck this lizard up
And
is what I'm gonna do.
While I'm figuring that out, also you guys may roll your initiative onto board.
God damn
Oh
it.
God, I'm so afraid.
I'm about to do
Please.
something a little dumb, but also
Listen,
really
I've been
smart.
dumb this entire time.
Why? Why is my initiative?
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Who gave me their bad dice karma this time? Who
You
did
got
it?
your own dice
Me.
karma.
I apologize.
Me.
Did you say that it was
It's probably
the
me.
orc? It was the orc.
I was
and
rolling
elf?
very poorly the other week.
The orc, the human, and the halfling over here.
Oh, it's a halfling. I thought it was a goblin.
No, goblin would be
Alright,
green.
All right, that's fine.
We're learning.
Yeah. I've color coded them according to their race. So like this blue one, this is specifically a drow.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Cool.
like this dragonborn, it's a blue dragonborn.
We're learning.
Yay! Oh, this is
Let
neat.
me
Oh, I don't
mark
like
them.
that. I don't like that because
Let me mark them if my laptop would.
breath weapons.
There we go. I'm just gonna put them a little stinky thing right there to
I
show
am
that
really
they are.
not ready for this combat, you guys. I am so sorry. This is about to be
Listen.
interesting.
All right, so
I got you.
here's a series of events that happens. The lizard folk, Rushk, pulls a dagger. Enoch, you fire it at him. You fire your gun at him, and it hits him just like straight in his hand, like you drew, like quick draw, whoosh, and he goes to throw the dagger. It falls into the water. And he turns to you. You have
he
revealed
fall
yourself.
over?
And I'm
Does he
gonna roll
fall
their
over?
initiative. Quick.
I hate it
And-
here.
Focus on
I sniped him.
focus
That was with the gavel. Keep in mind, that was with the gavel.
I'm going for him. I've got it.
And his strength save, he's fine. He does not fall prone.
All right. Well, I still got to.
Oh, they all go. They all go before. Fuck.
Oh,
Shit, okay, this is
no.
fine.
I'm so afraid.
Also, Nathaniel
Alright.
Renee, who wants to go first since you both rolled 15s?
I would like to go first. I have a very
that-
good idea.
Fine by me. I don't care. I don't care at all.
All right. Enoch, you're up first. You just fired off a quick shot at Rushk,
All right.
and there's a charmed human on Axebeak next to you.
Well, he doesn't seem like he's going to be bothering anybody, specifically me, as I am ally. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Ring of Haste,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to give me a whole round of action +2 to my AC, so that puts me up to 18, and my speed is doubled.
Nice.
So,
Oh, haste
That
is such a
being-
good spell until you fail it.
Yeah. And then
no, Haste is such a good spell until after combat.
Yeah, no, the exhaustion effect on it is fucking gnarly.
Yeah, if you get shot or like if you get hit and you fail that Constitution save, you're gonna feel the effects real quick.
Yeah, no, I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
great until it isn't.
All right, so with that being said, I still have my other round, and yeah, no, I'm just gonna dump 2 shots into Mr. Lizard Man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first one's gonna be a 21.
Okay, yep, that's gonna hit.
Second one's gonna be a 16.
Second one, he parries it with another dagger. Just ting.
He's
Oh.
a badass.
You hit
okay.
one.
Okay.
Yep, the
You got
first one.
This guy scares me.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Yep, the
Yeah.
first one just like lodges into his shoulder, just foof.
All right, and then you want to know what? Let's see. Action surge.
Action surge. All right, show me the action surge.
Oh my god.
Yeah, action surge, and
I am glad all fighter abilities are restored, like mostly on like a short rest.
all right, 14.
14 does not
That's
hit.
gonna be a no.
Nope.
Another
Those other 2,
14,
he's dodging and weaving and moving side to side like a blur.
All right. Well, that was that was everything I had in a single round.
Anything you want Kuro to do?
Let's see. How far is he away?
Or
Oh wait, he's broken, right?
No, I mended him when he got back.
Yeah, pretty sure
He
he
just got
would have.
hurt. Let's see, how far is Kuro away
40
from the main
feet.
guy?
Oh, from which guy?
From the lizardman.
35.
35? Let's get him about. I'm gonna make him go under Nathaniel's feet and just.
Get ready to
He's
get
gonna
the
bark. Yep. He's gonna bark. Let's see, with 4 strike.
Nope.
Nope.
Boof.
Nope.
He boofs at him aggressively.
He tries.
All right. And that's everything I have in a single round.
All right, nice. So on the protector
nearly-
/ NPC's turn,
Oh boy.
Rush
I cannot
is going to.
believe-
What's up?
I cannot believe I did nearly fucking 40 points of damage in a single round.
So Rush, grasping just like his hurt arm, he just he makes a few barks. You hear, and you see that only the elf kind of gives back a reply whistle, and he makes some kind of signal. They're charmed. Bash 'em. And the elf nods, hops up off of his axe beak, and is going to wild shape.
Oh no, he's a
Well,
druid!
this is very cool.
Oh no!
I'm down
Druids are
with
one of the
going.
scariest things to fight.
Oh,
And
I'm
he-
down with going
wild
down this
shape.
path. I do have one minor discrepancy.
What's up?
Being friends with me doesn't make them not friends with the Fishman. And also they do retain their memories, so whatever the fuck that business is,
Ah.
Oh!
I don't like. They still know what that means. They haven't stopped knowing things.
Never
that said,
mind
if
then.
you want to do this anyway, I'm cool with it because I have
So,
ideas
all right,
anyway.
they all whistle back in unison. Never mind. Keeping that in mind, I didn't know that that's exactly okay. Thanks
That's
for
cool, it's
thanks
cool.
for letting me know.
Hey,
They all whistle
like I said,
back,
if you want to run it the other way, I'm fine.
but he does wild shape anyway, and he's going to wild shape into
So who
a
wild shapes?
giant vulture.
This guy, oh no!
Oh shit!
Drow vulture!
And he is gonna
Oh,
down and
No!
I don't like that.
No!
Let's see.
I don't like this.
Oh, no.
No!
I might be. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
He's
Oh,
gonna
I
pick
don't
me
like
up.
this at all.
He's gonna pick me
Okay.
up.
He is gonna pick you up. It's okay. I have a plan for if you fall.
He
I
leaves,
do have something I can
if
do.
he leaves my area
do
of
have
threatened
something I can
square,
do.
he will not pick you up.
I'm not worried
I
about
can still
falling.
sentinel him.
so
Yeah, no, I'm worried about him getting his claws in you.
he flies over here, and he's gonna go for the person who is
Well,
they
fuck.
see as the biggest threat.
No!
Well,
Ah, yes, the horses. Oh my gosh.
Now you can't flee. Now you can't run away.
Okay, it's gonna take. You see this
No.
beast of the sky fly towards you, Nathaniel, and immediately just like thrust its beak just like straight at you and just bashes you in the chest until the wind is knocked out of you. You take.
I would like to intercept this damage, please.
Oh, you.
I would like
may
to
with-
spend my
with your-
reaction to invoke my fighting style interception because
Whoa.
Nathaniel was within 5 feet of the echo.
Ah, yes. Okay,
Ah.
roll your 1d10 plus your proficiency.
Yes, 1d10 plus. What is our proficiency this time? I think it's
I can
3.
look at
3. It's 3.
Yep. Our proficiency right now is.
Well, that reduces it by 11.
Oh shit,
Yay!
Nathaniel,
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
you
This
take.
is why interception is the best fighting style.
It nearly gets at you. Just like you are able to dodge out of the way, but the exertion of force of you trying to move out of it exhausts you a little bit. You take 1 damage.
Oh, so much damage for me.
I'm trying to protect you. I
As this
promise.
thing flaps towards you. However, it does have a multi-attack, so it goes for it again.
Well,
No.
I did what I could. I'm sorry.
You
That's
did,
fair.
you
That's
did
fair.
so much more than is like. Listen, thank God. Honestly,
My only purpose for Luna existing is to protect you squishies.
And this second attack with its talons goes to slash at you and cuts you kind of just like right on the arm. You take 9 damage.
Oh, that's so much damage. Watch my health drop. Boop. That's 9 damage.
Oh my God, you bastard!
And
You stinky
so,
bastard.
so the rest of them will try to protect you, yeah, Nathaniel? As if they are friends? Or
Not necessarily. No, they are not inclined to fight on my behalf unless they were already inclined to fight. They avoid violence unless already inclined to fight on my behalf. They have no reason to attack their own people right now.
okay. So
Yeah,
they're
so
just
probably
gonna sit
like,
aside.
What are you doing?
Yep.
Sure.
And Rushk notices this. What are you doing? Oh, you bastard. And
Say something smarmy if I wasn't being killed by a bird.
he's gonna leap into the water.
Oh, you
God damn
bastard! You stinky bastard!
And so you only have one target right now. The others are kind of just like standing aside. And Kara is going to come up, and she almost like shoves you out of the way, Nathaniel, and just holds up her hand, kind of her bony armored hand, and she's going to cast Blight on the bird.
Oh!
Flashbacks to Blood's Dread.
No,
Yep,
no.
yep,
You know,
yep,
it's awesome when it's on our side.
It's amazing when it's on our side, but I'm getting mad
But we know how
flashbacks.
bad you know how bad Kara's blight hurts.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, it would if it would hit,
Still
but it doesn't. The bird is
Rip.
flapping and making a scene that kind of distracts her. God, stay still. Nathaniel, it's your turn.
Right, I think that I've overstayed my welcome here. I am going to bring my hand up and wave it through the air. Pink lines will shoot out, connect with myself. Let's see, are you within? Yeah. I'm gonna cast, of course, sorry, I forgot, I need to say, I'm casting my Mantle of Inspiration, which allows me to pick up to 5 people now that are within 60 feet. And so that's going to be myself and all the boys, and also all the girls. So myself, Enoch, Renee, even Kara can get in on this, and Luna. And we can all use our reaction to move up to our speed, and we also get 8 temporary hit points. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
awesome.
you.
For the record, Nathaniel said focus on the head of the operation, right?
Yep, that's what I said. But also, he dived into the water afterwards, so maybe plans have changed. Regardless,
I have an AoE.
I have 60 feet of movement right now.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, because you're hasted.
Oh my god.
3, 4,
Oh my
5,
God.
6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Well,
11.
it's 8 temp HP, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Well, I could just rush into the. Well, I'm gonna go where he was.
Oh God, why?
I would
Why? You're
recommend
ruining my
going
plans.
in the water.
You're ruining my plans.
I'm throwing off the hat. I'm throwing off the hat, and I'm gonna
And a gun
Like-
fire underwater.
Poorly.
correlate, which is the reason why I have a rapier.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I'm a dex
Alright.
fighter. Don't at me.
I'm gonna
like
at you for this.
Seeing him run into the water, Renee literally face palms.
Yep.
And we'll have to move this way, I guess. I'm gonna move away from the action.
I'm fine. Go do your
No,
thing.
you're not. No,
No,
wait,
yes,
are you not moving?
yes. No. I haven't done my thing yet. I'm letting you all go because I have a fun thing.
Yeah, no, Renee's
Okay.
just gonna go over here because I was going to do the thing. But
Kara's
now
going to
I'm gonna
reposition
hit you.
herself over here.
Good idea. Has everybody else done their inspiration shuffle?
I've done my shuffle.
The inspiration shuffle.
Fantastic. I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration. Keep in mind, I do not provoke attacks of opportunity. As I almost glide right over here, and I'm going to glide onto the horse. And then as I take the reins, I'm going to call out, if any of you would like to entertain a career in investigative work, please follow me. And I'm gonna go kya. And I'm gonna fucking leave with my action to dash.
Well, fuck.
He's just gonna book it.
Well,
There he
cool.
goes.
Yep, I'm gonna leave. I'm saying that to all of my charmed fellows. Hey, come on with me. Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye,
So
everybody. Goodbye.
you can give me a persuasion for that to see who actually does want to start investigative work.
Do I
Holy
get advantage
shit.
because you're charmed?
I think that's how charmed works, yeah?
Yeah, no,
I believe so, but-
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah.
Let's do this.
Sure,
All
why
right,
not?
persuasion.
I mean, you're probably gonna. Okay,
That's
14.
really bad.
Oof.
Oh my god, what is wrong with the dice?
Anybody have inspiration?
Well, I had
I
bardic
gave it.
inspiration,
Wait,
but I
oh
don't.
shoot! I forgot to do a thing that I forgot that I could
It's not a
do.
big deal.
Damn it.
Worst comes to
Next
worst,
time, maybe.
they'll stand around. I'll leave. Life will go on.
Okay.
Next time.
Nathaniel notes out of the campaign.
Yep, there he goes.
Just gonna leave. You're gonna leave. You're gonna leave. So a dash would put you off of the map, and I'll say you get far enough that you can leave combat. Is that what you wish to do?
Yep. Everybody else can fight as much as they'd like to, because
All
as
right.
long as I leave and these guys aren't inclined to do anything, like nothing is as good as them not. Like it's as good as them being knocked out, and I feel like I've done enough, so I'm gonna dip. Farewell.
Nathaniel leaves the combat.
You
And
could say that this banana just.
let me
split.
see.
Get out.
Oh my gosh.
I already did.
Yeah, like stay out. Leave.
Let's see. The thing is, I have not fleshed out these protectors enough to see who would be interested in becoming an investigator.
Just in general.
Maybe they'll see what what my pitch is, and
All right.
do whatever.
Yeah. Who knows?
You can see
knows?
that the halfling over here does seem like they might take an interest. They're just like, But they'll have to move on their turn.
That's fair.
Oh, whoops. Next is Renee.
Okay,
Your
so
boss just bailed.
Yep. No, listen, I'm so used to this. It does not even faze me. So what I'm doing is basically hoping I don't die. And first things first, for my action, I believe, yeah, she's still within earshot of me. So I am going to cast True Strike, which we have like the thing, the point of the finger thing, but we have the custom thing of an ally within earshot that you speak to learns the weaknesses of the creature you point to, and the ally gains advantage on the next attack that they make.
Okay, and which target?
I'm telling Kara. I'm basically like, Kara, the belt hit the belt now.
Okay, yes.
Hit it to
right.
the slot. And then bonus action, I am going to use. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration, but I'm going to give it to both fighters because I'm using my first iteration of the Helping Hands.
Ah.
Oh.
Yep, which allows me to, it's my pair of comfortable fingerless gloves, and it allows me to use a class feature or spell on, oh wait, it's a feature or spell on themselves. Fuck. I thought it was I could do it
You
on
can
different
just inspire Enoch, because I already have inspiration.
Does that technically mean I can inspire myself?
If that's what can you post a text real quick that I wrote for it?
Yeah. Let me,
I'm relatively certain you can inspire yourself.
I don't think so.
Whenever the wearer uses a class feature or spell on themselves. So
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration you cannot use on yourself normally. So
Exactly.
no.
Yeah, so that wouldn't work. Damn it! Oh, that makes me so sad! Because I was gonna be so cool!
Like for example, if you used like mage armor on yourself, you could
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
on somebody else
I
as
don't,
well.
I don't have a lot of good spells for that, except for like my Healy one, so I might actually save that then.
If you wanted to inspire, like use your bonus action to inspire, I already have it, but Enoch does not. If you want to make sure your fighters are covered.
I'll
Totally up to
inspire
you, I
Enoch,
just
but I'm gonna inspire him by being a dick. Basically,
Oh,
she's
of
just going to
course.
like point at him and be like, "You know, I'm going to cast something in that fucking pool, right?" Fucking asshole! You can feel a middle finger jab at your cheek. That is your bardic inspiration. Specifically the middle finger pressing against your cheek.
Not a
right.
single shit given.
Fucking idiot.
Wonderful. So
God damn it.
By the way,
I'm also gonna use my movement to, kind of maneuver still over near the trees, kind of hiding in the trees.
I am replacing the gavel with objection, not a rapier. Because guess who doesn't have to worry about disadvantage at ranged anymore?
But wouldn't you be underwater?
but you're
still?
underwater. Well,
Okay,
we'll worry
rapier
about that on your turn.
Rapier it is fine. Yeah.
Renee,
Which
is that your
coming up.
turn? You're true striking and inspiring Enoch.
Yep.
All right.
I guess. Because I can't do the thing I was gonna do without hurting Enoch.
Oh
Okay.
please! I've not taken a bunch of damage this campaign. You
All
would
right,
have been
Luna,
fine.
your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna argue drawing upon my monster hunting knowledge for this. I want to gaze across the water here and see if I can see where maybe there might be some air bubbles coming up from where our little lizard friend is hiding, whether he's dislodging air that might have been caught in plants or it's its breathing.
I'll say perhaps this could take a free action for your free action to give me a perception check.
Okay, I will be adding Bardic Inspiration to this, probably, most likely.
Would you like to use your Bardic Inspiration?
Oh.
I don't think Bardic Inspiration is gonna fix this.
How the fuck
This
did you
ain't
go
normal
from natural
inspiration.
1 to natural 20 in a single?
This ain't your daddy's inspiration.
So scanning the water, it's too dark. You can't quite see. And yeah.
It's too dark, you said. Well, I have something to fix that. Because this will still hit him even if he's in the water, if he's within 10 feet of me.
Radiant consumption?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, me radiant
Also,
consumption.
Don't worry, I have dexterity saving throw advantages right now. So.
I'm not worried about you at all, man. You made your own bed. So if he is within 10 feet of me, he will start taking radiant damage, and I believe my consumption has gone up. I'll put that in the chat, because Hold on, is that it?
Yeah, how much damage is it? Like, there we go.
Yeah, so I need to go ahead and take 2 damage.
All right, awesome.
It is 4 damage now, I believe. Yes. That. And I guess I want to hold my action for if he surfaces.
Okay.
He surfaces around me.
Then you're going to use your reaction to attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Do a bap. Do a smack.
You are under the water. It's very dim. However, you can see something of a silhouette further ahead of you. Kind
How
of
well
around
does dark
this
vision
area.
work under here?
Well, I mean, you can see kind of generally where he is, because it's like, you know, dark vision helps above the water, but you're on like a new level of darkness, advanced darkness, because, you know, you're underwater.
Okay.
But you can see generally where he is, and you could probably make an attack on him at disadvantage since you're underwater.
Okay. I'm gonna swim towards him.
Okay, yep. I'd say like right about there, as you could
Okay.
probably see he's like around here somewhere.
First and foremost-
Just so you know, Enoch, you are in the damage zone. I know you have resistance, but if you stay there, you will start taking radiant damage.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right. First and foremost, for my first bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat, just in case.
Okay.
I need it. Just in case that I need it. And as my action, I'm going up with the rapier. I'm going to see if I can stab him a couple of times.
Okay. Show
course,
me
of course with
rapier
disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. So.
How long can you hold your breath, by the way?
That's a good question. I will
Because I
look that up.
believe it's
minute.
Is your con that high? I thought it was like 1 round times your con mod.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Jesus Christ. How
I
is
have a
your con a
13 for my
+6?
con.
Yeah, so
that's
you can
gonna be a
hold
13?
you can hold your breath equal to a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Oh, it's minutes. Damn, that's a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah. So
Fucking, I
got
play in
2
punishing
minutes.
groups then. We do rounds.
Alright.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you
So,
could
my
practically
first
hold it
round-
for this entire combat, basically. That
Yeah,
does not hit that 13. So if you want to
alright,
make
well,
another attack, you can.
This is not going well.
Nope. You're stabbing and stabbing in the water. However, you're not able to.
Damn it.
Nope.
Well, second round from haste. I'm just gonna go. You want to know what? I'm just gonna keep going. There's no point to resurfacing. All right.
Let's see the second attack. Or rather, all right, that one does
Okay,
hit.
so-
You are able to snag a little bit of something. Show me the damage.
All right.
Nice.
5 piercing.
Okay.
All right, and this is my second attack. Oh God, this is getting way out of hand.
All right. 17 does
17?
hit.
Okay, fun. We're doing it.
All right. Nice.
That's
Another
piercing.
slash as you see blood kind of coming from where you swiped.
Okay, now I'm going to use my bonus action from my haste to disengage, and I am out of there.
Can you do that
Wait,
with
does
haste?
Haste
I
doesn't
don't
give an
think
extra
haste
bonus
gives you
action.
another
It's
round.
only another action.
Bonus action
It
does not. You can't bonus
Okay.
action to
Does not give you another round. It
disengage.
gives you another action.
Okay. This action can be used only to take an attack. One weapon attack.
Which you used your 3
only
already.
attack, disengage, hide.
Yeah.
It's an action.
And it's an
Oh.
action to
The only
disengage.
person The only person who gets that as a bonus
Okay.
action would be a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I read the spell slightly wrong. That's my bad. I'm going to take the risk of an attack of opportunity and get the fuck out of there.
All right. Let's see if he hits you. He does.
All right.
And he has Sentinel.
Oh,
Wait.
he has
Yeah,
Sentinel.
My armor class is 16 or 18 right now
Yes.
because of haste.
Yes, it
Cool.
is.
But if he hits you, you still can't move.
All right.
Now you're stuck underwater. God.
Well, you did say that you're not going to resurfacing anytime soon.
Well, I think that means Enoch is absolutely taking radiant damage then.
Yay!
And I'm glad
add
you
that
agree,
damage.
Enoch, because Rusk believes the same thing.
Wait.
As he is going to try and grapple you.
Hold for 1 sec.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you damage Enoch?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, you take. Sorry, I didn't roll the damage. I was like, oh, you hit.
Yeah.
Hits him.
Yeah, you just hit. You take eight.
no,
You take 8 piercing damage.
And
As
I
you
hate to
you
see
are
goes my tab.
you are stabbed kind of as you are about to swim away. You are kind of caught in the leg by one of the daggers that pulls you back down.
And I
Wait,
hate
I'm
to be
wrong.
a dick.
It's the end of each of my turns, not on their
there's-
turn.
I hate to be a dick, but there's one other thing.
Yeah.
You have casted haste. You need to roll a concentration to maintain haste.
Yep.
You can do it. Cons
All
your
you need
best
is a
Oh,
stat.
10.
Lord.
Yep, you keep your haste.
Oh.
Yep. All right, you're safe.
Keep your haste.
Yep.
I.
However, this guy's going to try and grapple you. So your choice
Ooh,
of
he's gonna give you a
athletics
hug.
or acrobatics to contest.
Let's see which one's better.
Probably acrobatics, right?
Yeah, acrobatics. I'm more dex. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Go ahead and use your inspiration.
What's the inspiration die?
D8?
again? D8. Okay.
Yep, D8.
Right now it's a D8.
Could have had a D8.
Here you are. Click.
So you get an 11.
11. To contest.
Enoch, you are grappled underwater.
Oh,
Fun.
just for the sake of this, is the water splashing around? Are we aware that now
You can
Enoch is
see,
stuck
yes, you can
underwater?
see bubbles coming up from the struggle
Yeah.
and the movement.
Yeah, because he can
Now
still
my
struggle. He just
priority-
can't move if he's grappled.
Yep.
So
Now,
okay,
this
Now
is
I
not a
know
big
where they
threat
are.
since
That actually
you,
helps me.
you have 2 minutes, which is 20 rounds of combat.
yeah. Well, it's just he can
I'm
also
just
continually
zen as
try to.
fuck. So
he could
generous.
just snap your neck in
That
those
is
20
so
rounds of
generous.
combat, though.
Yeah,
so
he
we
could
might
just
want to
kill
get you
before
out.
you. Yeah.
And keep in mind,
Yeah.
Enoch,
Might
you
kill
do
you before
take
you drown.
8 damage, so remember to subtract that from your HP.
Oh, I already did.
already did?
Those
Okay.
were temps. That was all temp
And-
HP.
And the addition-
Oh,
no, no, no.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mantle of Inspiration.
I went over my
Yeah.
thing, and it's not on their turns. It's on my
I-
turn that they take
Yep.
the
Right,
damage.
okay.
That was
I
my
remember
bad.
now. Thank you.
The rest of the protectors notice
Thank
that like things are not going well, seeing as all of them are not fighting. They're like, if we continue, got the look on their face, and they just call out to each other, and they're gonna retreat.
Oh my god!
Fucking off? Yes,
You're
bitch.
okay.
All of them?
Oh.
Not all of them.
Oh.
One of them. So
Wait,
this one
this- oh.
leaves. This one leaves. Because the dagger didn't actually hit that orc since it was shot out of the hand
Oh.
by Enoch.
Yay.
This one
Oh yeah,
leaves.
there's still the vulture that's here. I forgot.
The
That's
vulture's
not
still here. However, this one
yeah.
actually, this halfling was swayed by Nathaniel, so he's going to try and go this way to follow him.
Yeah.
However, your
do you
trusty
mean,
brother
Mom?
sees this as a threat, and he's going to run
No!
forward and
You
try and.
moron!
Ah.
Oh.
So he
They're trying
dies
to go
next.
after. They're going after Mr. Nathaniel. I'll help. Yeah, and he's gonna
He's
tackle the
trying so
halfling to the ground.
Oh no! Francis, no! Francis!
Oh, he just wants to be like his big sister.
And gives like a hook to the
Oh.
face of the halfling. Misses,
Oh.
but they're both prone.
Oh my god, he's prone? You fucking moron!
And lastly, Kara is going to conjure something. You see two large, kind of skeletal, bony hands burst from out of the ground. It throws dirt kind of a few feet away from it from the sheer force and grabs the 2 talons of the vulture and pulls it to the ground. The vulture's now prone.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And you can see her
Oh,
making motions of the
hey.
hands and pulling, kind of making her own hand motions that the bones mimic. Someone might want to hit this thing.
Oh man.
Renee,
Oh my god.
your turn.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I see my mission, but I see my brother, but I see my mission. Ah!
I believe in you. You got this.
Oh fuck. Oh god. Well, the plan, all my beautiful, beautiful plans. The bird is
helps
the
at
biggest
all.
threat.
If it helps at all, I've got Enoch if you want to take care of the bird.
I'm gonna shatter the bird. Oh god, I'm gonna kill the horse and the dog. How is the horse not run away?
Oh, you know what? That's a good
That thing
point.
is
The horse
stupid
would.
loyal.
The horse would. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna
thank
say
you.
that.
I just yelled at
That
Rose
was
to
my
move,
only thing in my
please.
way.
No, yeah, my bad. That's me not paying
Yeah,
attention.
okay.
There's a lot going on.
No, it's
The horse
okay.
would run away.
I appreciate you doing that
Good
for
roach.
me.
Good roach.
So this has a 10-foot radius. My beautiful, beautiful shatter. So I can totally hit this bird. I think without hitting Kudo
Pretty
Hit
sure.
the bridge.
or the Echo.
Yeah.
Hit the bread.
Keep in
I'm
mind,
gonna hit the bread.
keep in
I'm
mind,
gonna hit the bread.
if Kuro makes his save, he takes no
Bread!
damage.
I got the bread.
Team
Rose.
Yo-
Kuro might be hurt
Constitution.
round.
All right. A
sick.
loud crackle emits from where?
Let me just make sure. So
Kuro's.
5'10". So right around here. Hold on. Oh, I gotta make sure that you can
Nope,
see it.
Kuro's taking
So right
it.
here. No,
Yeah.
no, it's a 10 foot. It's a 10 foot. Oh yeah, you're no Kodo is taking it there. Would Kodo take it here? No. So
Okay,
I'll put it
yeah,
right
you-
here.
Put it
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
But
Oh wait, no, just kidding. I'd rather hit your dog than my brother. I'm sorry.
Francis would take it if you put it
Francis
there.
is not taking it. I'd rather hit the dog. I know the dog can be mended.
Things to take
I
out of
can
context.
fix it.
The dog's about to be extra crispy, so you know.
All right. So the shatter
It's
is
a
DC
Constitution
16.
save, not
So
a dexterity.
Constitution. Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, either
The
way, it's gonna
shatter
be a
goes
crispy dog.
off, and a loud crackle. Nathaniel, you could hear it like loud and clear, this loud crackling sound. And it kind of blows a lot of the grass around the area, and you can see that the vulture just like lowers its head, like kind of quivering in pain.
Good. I'm using my movement to go over to my brother.
Sorry, I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I was
I
wondering
need to
where that
help my
XP.
Kuro shuts down.
Right.
I'm sorry, Kudo.
I'm glad he shut down from that.
And you can
not
see
from-
Francis is just kind of like laying on, kind of like on top of this halfling. I got him, Rene. Quick, knock him out.
Oh my god, I can't do anything with my action at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, because I still have it with me, and it's a bonus action, I believe, because it's my bardic inspiration. Yep, I only have one left, but I can use that inspiration to. God, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the unsettling words? There it is. As a bonus action, I can expend my bardic inspiration and choose a creature I see within 60 feet. The creature subtracts the number rolled on this next saving throw it makes before the start of its next turn.
Okay.
So I don't listen. I'm wanting to hit it with something, knowing that it feels something. As I'm looking at my freaking brother, and I'm like, "What did I just say? Like, what did I say about you running if we had to fight?"
But he's a little bit lost for words.
Aw.
Like she's not saying, but like clearly in her face it's like not necessarily angry. It's just like distressed. Like,
Yeah. He's just gesturing back and forth at the halfling and towards the direction of Nathaniel. But
that man always has a plan. I don't know how it always works out for him, but it does. He's very convincing.
So is that your turn then?
Yep, that's all I can do.
All right, Luna. You can see bubbles coming from where Enoch was, as if you can see that there's a silhouette of a struggle going on.
Cool. Because there's something, I was reminded of something interesting that I read on Twitter, and I was going through my Manifest Echo to check out. My echo can technically appear in any direction as long as it's 15 feet, including above me.
So that also means below you.
Me.
Do you want to put the echo in the water?
Yes, because I am also going in the water. I just want that lovely flank when I try to. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe being surrounded will help if I try to grapple this motherfucker who's grappling Enoch.
All right, I'll say with like 2 people down there just kind of surrounding, you can see clearly if where Rush is. Just right, let me put his token right there.
Lovely. Yeah, no, I want to
You can
grapple
see
him,
that
please.
he is just kind of like holding Enoch with one arm, and he sees you come down.
Yeah, no, I'd like to, if possible, jump on him when I do this.
Are you trying to make your own grapple check?
Yep, I am trying to grapple him.
All right. I assume athletics
Did I
is what.
use
Yeah,
that bardic
athletics. I
inspiration?
think you may.
I don't think I did because I said I was going to before and I never did. So.
You did not, so you can use it.
How does this often result in, if somebody else gets grappled, does it mean that they can still grapple the person that they're grappling?
Yes. Being grappled
Oh
means that,
shit.
All it
being
means is
grappled
that
means
you're.
that somebody has taken their hand and put it on your collar. Like anything
It
to
just
stop
reduces
you
your
moving.
movement speed. That's all
Yep.
it does.
That's
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Anything to stop you from moving, you can do anything else.
Yep. So I want to grapple this motherfucker, please. Is that contested athletics? Yeah.
Yep.
22.
He's gonna try and use his acrobatics instead. Would you like to use your bardic inspiration?
I think yes, for safekeeping, for safe
right.
measure. I think because I want to make this impossible for him to. A D8.
Get that 8.
Okay, 27.
27.
That's still good.
Yeah, no way he's getting out of that. You have him grappled now. Grapple chain.
Is it an action to try and move him, or is my speed just halved to try and pull him out of the water?
That is a good question, Davy.
I don't do this a lot,
What is the question? I'm sorry.
She's trying to pull him out of the water.
I've always homebrewed it as half speed while you're pulling somebody else, but it is up to your interpretation.
I like that
That's
rule.
how I've always had it.
We'll go with
so.
Technically,
Yeah, no.
it follows the pushing-pulling rule, but that rule was made back when people still thought that you needed to calculate mathematics for playing D&D.
No, I like that rule. So yeah, you spent 5 movement to get into the water.
So I have
so you have
25.
25 left. It'll cost twice your movement to move.
Yeah, so I just want to pull him on the shore because I'm assuming pulling him out will also pull Enoch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the while, I'm just like.
All right.
And Echo's gonna come. Echo's gonna move and just.
All right. Yes, you pull him to the shore. He's out in the open.
And I just like to yell at him if I can. All of your men have deserted you, so you can either stop now or I can kill you. Those are your options.
Give me an intimidation.
Strength, believe this never works. 13. This never works.
He just hisses back. Well, then you might as well gut my throat if you're going to be siding with the necromancers.
Fine.
That can be arranged.
I really didn't want to do this.
So I assume that's your turn, Luna, because that was an action to grapple.
Yep.
Unless you want an action surge or anything.
You know, kinda, because we're about to have I forgot that was a thing I could do. I'm so sorry, Aaron. But yes, I think I would like to action surge to punch this motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not
do
with
it,
my
do it,
sword.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
punch
no,
him.
do it.
Yeah, no, I want to knock him out. I said I was gonna kill him. He didn't believe
All
me. I'm
hands.
gonna knock him out.
If he's low enough. Well, he has taken a lot of damage actually.
Yeah, well, and if I do this, this is 2 unarmed strikes. This is 2
You're
attacks if
welcome.
I action surge. So,
Right, you may.
yes. So, 1 natural 20. Holy shit.
All right.
Okay, hold on. And that means the damage from my unarmed strikes is 3. So I don't know if you want to double
Yeah, I'll
that
double that.
for
That's a crit, so 6. Yep.
And 1 more.
That's a mean punch.
Bop him in the fucking.
18. So another 3.
So 9.
Also, I'm still radiant consumpting. I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yep.
So
Wait,
he takes an extra
is it-
4. You take 2 because you're resistant.
Okay, which
Oh, wait.
I don't think I have to roll too high for a con with that.
Wait, question.
Well, you just need to roll a 10. That's all.
Would my with the... Hold on, does consumption also count with unarmed strikes? Hold on, because I might have also gotten the radiant damage on top of that. For those...
I think it's a melee attack. Yeah. So.
Click the ability.
Yeah,
I'm
click the
checking.
ability.
I have too many abilities, guys.
Just
Why do
click
you
the
have
speech
so
bubble.
many?
There we go.
No. It's trying to find it in the mess that is my character sheet. I have too many things.
You can deal extra damage to the target when you deal damage.
Deal damage with an attack or spell.
You
Unarmed
attacked
attack,
him?
still
You
an
punched
attack.
him?
Holy shit. So that's,
Well,
let's see,
that
that's
is-
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
the
15,
extra
16.
damage when I smack is equal to my level, so that is...
So your 2 punches deal 16 damage. Holy
on top
shit.
of what I've already smacked him with, yes.
You
Oh my
one
god.
swing, and he's about to make another snarky remark. I thought you were, and you knock him out.
Yeah.
Well done.
Straight clocked him.
He's out
We
cold.
still have a bird.
Yeah, sorry about that. I needed to help the drowning man, so...
I wasn't drowning.
I
were
have
stuck
words.
under the
Listen,
water.
I have
had
plenty
a
of...
plan.
No, what was it?
I was gonna keep stabbing him until he let go.
Ah, great plan.
Just
Anyway, Enoch, your turn.
Just go for it.
It's a good
My
plan.
turn. So he's knocked out.
He's
done.
knocked out cold, yes.
Yeah,
He's
and I will
unconscious.
say Luna would make a point to be like, I want him alive.
Okay. I'm assuming since he's knocked out, he's not grappling me anymore.
Nope, he is not. Here, I'll take that off of you.
All right. And the only thing
did
we
you roll
have
your
to.
haste yet?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
from the
yeah, you
radiant
gotta roll that
consumption.
spell,
You
'cause
just
you got
you
a
need a
radiant
10. That's all.
consumption.
Oh,
Never mind. You're exhausted.
I am so sorry, Aaron.
Oh
You
God.
are no longer hasted.
So,
Wait, isn't it? You have to roll higher than the damage.
No,
No, it's
either
ten.
the,
No,
either half the damage or 10, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
God damn.
so you do not gain a level of exhaustion. That's not exactly what the spell does.
Oh, you don't?
It means you cannot move or take actions until after your next turn. So you lose a turn is effectively what happens.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
But
I
it
am
is better
so
than a level of
sorry.
exhaustion.
It is
Exhaustion
better than exhaustion.
Infinitely.
True.
It's
Temporary.
infinitely better
Yeah,
than a level of
it's worth-
It's a
exhaustion.
lot more
much better.
temporary than
Never.
exhaustion. So,
Well, it's
on-
fine. I need to catch my breath anyways.
on the protector's turns, this bird is going to try and peck at the hands. Yep, it breaks out of its kind of bony grapple, I guess, and it's going to flee.
Oh, bitch.
It just gets up and flies. Kara's going to try and take an attack of opportunity against it.
Hit
I'm
it,
about
Kara.
to
Hit
pull
it.
a Lionel and
Hit it,
shoot
Kara.
it.
She does. You see one of her bony kind of like armored arms extend out into a blade and slash at it. However, it's still up and alive, so it flies away anyway.
Ah,
Well,
bitch.
we sure showed it.
Ah.
And this halfling is gonna push Francis off of him. And yep, easily, because Francis does not have that high of a strength. And
Baby.
Oh, you
he's
fool.
gonna run. Renee, you have an attack of opportunity on this halfling. Do you take it?
If he was running like towards Nathaniel, well, actually, hold on. Question: can I get a look at what this guy like? Does he look like he's hostile?
No, he seems to be fleeing now. And
Okay.
what he's gonna do is he's gonna get
I
on
wanna run
his
away.
axe beak and run away now instead of towards Nathaniel.
Cool. I'm okay with him just running away. Then that's fine.
He leaves the
Renee's just like
combat.
panting.
And with that, combat is over. And yep, you guys have fended yourself off from the ambushing protectors. Well done.
Are you okay? She's like grabbing onto her brother, like checking his face, like, did he hit you? Are you okay? Like,
Oh no, he was nothing. I pushed him to the ground. Did you see that? It was so cool. Oh, my heart
walk
is
over
beating
to
so
Kuro.
fast. Oh, I was so scared. I saw him heading for Mr. Nathaniel, and then I was like, oh, I have to do something. I can't just sit here.
did you know what he was running to Nathaniel for?
Well, they
Did
are
you
the
try to get a
protectors,
look
no?
at him?
They are bad, and they were going to kill him.
They are the protectors. You're right. But if you listened to what Nathaniel was saying earlier, he actually tried to convince people to go with him. So for all you know, he might have just been going to go and like conversate.
You can see it dawn on his face, and he's like, "Oh, but what? But he
I'm not reprimanding you." She just grabs his face and just try to be more observant.
But I thought
Okay.
I saw.
I know what you were thinking, and it is understandable. But now, for next time, you know how he works, and you know what his plans tend to be.
He just puts one hand on his forehead and just kind of like rubbing it. Merde, adventuring's confusing.
It is confusing, but that's why you travel with people and learn their strengths and weaknesses so that you can better help each other, right? And speaking of helping each other, she like looks over at Enoch. Did you have a nice swim?
I look down at Kuro. What happened?
I had to toast him a little bit to get rid of the giant fucking bird.
So why are we mad at me?
She just
As
like
I
looks
get
at
down
him.
on both knees, and I'm going to start mending.
She just looks at him and then like gestures to like probably her arms is like because of her previous thing, her arm is probably still pretty black, and she just gestures at it. And she's like, I didn't have a lot of options of what I could do.
And neither did I. Look at the circumstances.
You have a gun!
Kara steps in between you. I expected you to bicker, but right now we need to figure out how to get your friend back. Do you have any sending? She just looks back at Renee.
I would if I had gotten enough sleep. But I
So
did
he's
not.
going to circle back around.
Nathaniel, do you plan on circling back around?
Yeah, if that big old bird that I think is still chasing me isn't in the sky, eventually I am going to stop because I expect the protectors to like follow me. When none of them follow me, I get a little confused because what's his face intercepted the only one that was going to. So like I'll wait a minute and then I'll start to like move back towards the camp as the one that got intercepted finally makes its way to
Okay.
me.
Yeah, so I'll say you probably make it back to camp with a reasonable assumption. And I think we're gonna take a little break there.
Okay.
Just for
Oh, yeah.
just so I can say this is a thing before we wake this bastard up. Can I just say I've tied him up, please?
Oh yeah, here, let me
Yeah.
put a little thing. Yep.
Cool. Because I have a conversation I need to have with this man.
Don't feel bad about this, Davy. But you are really good at messing up my combat plans.
I feel bad every time.
But
Like
that is your character's gimmick, and you're good at doing it. I had this fucking cliff. I made like a little tactical water pond.
Tactical water. That was a fun encounter. I like. That was like genuinely really
Anyway,
fun.
yeah, we're gonna.
I like the use of environment in this. This was
I
really
try to
fun.
do more stuff. Anyway, we're going to take a little bit of a break here.
D&D.
We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Let's say we come back at 50 past the hour. I'm going to go like get some snacks and water and stuff. And when I get back after you guys are done, whatever it is, with your banana facts and such, we can watch the first animatic that was made for us.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right, and break.
Break.
Oh my God.
Woo.
I fought underwater for the first time in D&D, and I'm so happy I did it.
Oh god, we had an underwater fight in one of my games not too long ago, and it was brutal because again, we don't have. It's not every minute. It's every round. It's one round times your con mod was how we ruled it.
Oh.
I think
This was also
honestly,
Tomb of Annihilation, so
it's gonna sound weird, but honestly, that makes sense to me in combat because you're not just trying to hold your breath.
yeah, you don't have
It
a
is
chance
no
to
longer
take like
about just holding your breath. It is about fighting and like doing that. So it makes sense to make it rounds rather than the full minute. Like I
Oh, it
actually
was
think that would
fucking-
be a smarter maneuver.
It was
in
so
combat.
bad though because our bard only had a +1 to con. I had
that's
no
unfortunate.
modifiers to con, so it was like I'm underwater and now I'm unconscious.
That's what happens when you get distracted while
Well,
underwater.
yeah, that's what I was also playing a very squishy druid. I turned into a. I could have turned into a fish. I don't know why I didn't. I think I might have. You know, I might have gone unconscious before I had the chance. I was a very squishy druid in that game.
Mm-hmm. God. Renee is just very much like, what was I supposed to do? Both of the fighty ones went in the water, and there was a giant bird.
Yeah, I'm sorry I kind of left the bird, but seeing a man grappled underwater, I don't know how long you can hold your breath. All I know is you're being grappled underwater, and I know you don't have gills.
I was just gonna keep stabbing him. The fact that I hit him twice.
I just didn't want him to die was the biggest thing. Is I wanted, like, he said a thing that I want to talk to him about.
Oh yeah. Well, the good news is that, man, the amount of damage output I did in 2 rounds was great.
Listen, fighters are fucking gnarly. I think Luna might be my most damaging character just because of everything that I can stack on her.
Oh yeah. I mean, just from the gavel alone, like, that was like, what was it? 15 and what was it? 15 and 19 for points.
It was a lot, is what it was. Fuck. My blood hunter just got 2 attacks, and now she's a fucking blender. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But like that on top of my Crimson Rights or my Lycan form, and adding my Curse of the Marked to it to double the dice that I'm like the right dice. I fuck shit up now. It's great. I severely underestimated how much I would love playing a melee class, and I'm so mad that it took me until now to like discover how much I like it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I think I'm confident in saying the majority of D&D usually becomes melee combat over, like, after the longer combat takes, the more likely it is to turn into melee because of attacks of opportunity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I've always held on to casters, and then like I started dabbling with warlocks. Like I started playing Hexblades and Pact of Blade warlocks. And I guess that was just kind of like, you know, diet fighter really, because some of the shit you can get and basically build a paladin out of a warlock. So no, I'm really happy. I'm having fun.
That's good.
I like that I'm strong. I like that I hit things. When the dice permit. That fucking nat 1 natural 20 thing was just mean. That was just cruel.
I cannot wait to finally play a barbarian.
Oh,
I just want a really simple melee dude.
I'm playing a Viking barbarian right now. She's I think zealot. She's a zealot barbarian. Ooh. She's so dumb, but I love her. I base a lot of how I play her on how Shannon plays Sloane over on Roll for Damage. Yeah, because I like that she's doesn't have high intelligence, but she's not like just does dumb things. She's just simple.
Yeah.
I like that take on barbarians. I don't know. I feel like it goes against that stereotype of, you know, barbarians are dumb and they do the dumb thing for the dumb thing instead of, you know, just being simple and not understanding that this isn't normal.
I just want to be a straight up himbo. Oh God.
Fucking chat has dubbed Luna a herbo a long time ago, so it's pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Also, I saw the name Muscle Mommy floating around, and I don't know how I feel about this.
Enoch is already a himbo. Kind of, yes, sort of. You're not wrong.
He's a dex
but not
himbo.
Exactly.
I would say he either is or isn't. I don't think himbo has a spectrum. Himbo, I take the himbo term very seriously. From my assessment, Enoch is not a himbo.
Okay.
I would agree.
What do you think Enoch is then, Joe?
I don't know. Enoch is Enoch. Enoch is his own anomaly.
What even are you, Enoch? Vegetarian, so I hope the menu reflects that.
I know, that's a fucking lie. I remember your fucking breakfast order.
Oh, yeah.
I use Kronk. I use Kronk as the baseline. Think of all the things Enoch has done. Would Kronk ever do those things? No. Kronk would not execute someone.
No.
Oof. Oof.
Well, keep in mind, Enoch's turning over a new coat in his life. He's gotten rid of the worst possible circumstance for himself not too long ago.
I return. Now, an interesting thing has happened.
Welcome back.
The website that I get most of my banana facts from has closed down. It might be back up sometime. But right now, it's not here.
Oh my god.
The only choice is to make up a banana fact because you're so knowledgeable about bananas.
Oh, exactly. Yes,
This
of
is
course.
betrayal.
You should just have a little what the hell am I looking
People
for?
are saying
Rolodex
lemon
of-
fact instead. Can you substitute it
you
with a
know-
lemon fact?
Actually, you know what? How about this? Because I found one. I found a good one. And I think that it kind of fits with today's theme. Did you know that the scientific name for banana is Musa sapientum, which means fruit of the wise men?
Ooh, fun.
Interesting.
Why the Wiseman?
Because only wise men eat their potassium? I don't know.
My banana fact is over. Thank you. I will not be taking follow-up questions.
I mean, I do have a genuine question that I might just Google, but if anybody knows the answer, that'd be cool. When the hell did the banana split become, like, a thing? I want to know that. When and where did that become a thing?
When did people start adding, like, ice cream to bananas?
Ice cream to...
Well, like, when did, like, that dessert specifically, like, become a popularized item? Because I just remember getting them at Sonic a lot when I was a kid.
I know.
So I looked it up, and on Wikipedia, it begins with history.
It feels
The origin,
1950s-ish, but-
the origin of the banana split is controversial.
Oh,
Okay, nope. I'm gonna shut that down now.
All right, we're not
because
gonna
that's
touch
not
that
the
then.
conversation I asked
That's an
for.
entire
we don't go
conversation that
to
needs to
we
be
don't
saved.
we don't go to politics on this show.
I was expecting
we're
like
not here
something.
about banana politics.
I mean, quite frankly, I was expecting it to be something like Baked Alaska. That's just like a jazzed up 1950s dessert. Honestly,
It must go far back. Ice cream has been around longer than most people know.
Well,
Ice cream's been
it's-
around.
Yeah, ice cream was just a much more difficult thing to make when we didn't have something that could churn and freeze the custard at like the same rate. But they used to do it with just ice in a bowl and salt.
Yeah, salt, because salt helps
'cause
cool things down.
Salt lowers the melting point, or it does something to the melting
Yeah,
point of
makes
the ice.
sure
Allows
the
it to
ice
stay colder.
doesn't melt as long, as quickly.
It raises the melting point, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to like doing this in a bag with like we used to do a thing when I was a kid where you'd take a bag of ice, you'd put like a tablespoon of salt in it, and then you'd have a smaller like sandwich bag that you'd fill with your cream and your sugar and your vanilla, and you put it in there and you'd shake it, and then you'd have soft serve afterwards.
Right.
Because the heavy cream would, as it like gets smashed around, like collects air, and then the ice churns it essentially and keeps it cold.
All right.
It's a fun little trick to do with kids.
It is nearly time, so I want to share Louise HBG's first animatic that they made for us. And this is Renee's first performance that she made in Rugglewood. So wait, no, not Rugglewood. Yedsel.
Yes.
Up in Yedsel, up in the Jagged Peaks. So.
For all of my friends who are woeful and weary from bearing the brunt of a beast of a week, I tip my hat to you and give a salute. So let's all shout screw it all and drink with me. If I am truly going to be optimistic, I'm positive I desperately need a break. So I tap on the table for my bartender's eye. Just one more pint and I'll be on my way. And oh, just stand on the tables and say, raise a glass of your poison and throw all your cares to the wind. Let's see all the troubles that we can get in. And oh, hey, let's all shout screw it all and drink with me.
Hey! I love the little Nathaniel
little
smile at the end. Yes. Oh yeah, the chibis as well.
The chibis.
I love that the TVs are us.
Yeah, if you look at it, like it's all of us, and I love that. That's just such a cute, cute little idea, and I love like all the little Easter eggs for that scene that they added in. Like Enoch was drunk off his ass, and you had Nathaniel just kind of lightly smiling. included the boy. I'm very happy they included the boy.
I'm still not 100% on whether those are our mouths or those are binkies because we're all children.
I think no. That's our mouths, and
No,
they're
I'm pretty
doing
sure
the
it's
heart
binkies.
tongue thing.
Yeah, it's little mouths.
We're all babbies here.
We're all babbies.
We're all
We have the
babs.
right proportions.
I didn't even notice this
Yeah.
before. The DM screen just says TPK. I never noticed that.
Who told you
Well,
that?
thank God we actually haven't had that happen yet.
Listen, don't give Joe any ideas. He could throw Thorn at us right now if he
Please,
wanted.
Why did you do that?
I don't
Cool.
need someone to say the word TPK to trigger me to want to plan one.
No.
Joe,
He's
remember that we
trying to.
love you very much as a DM, and
I
we
love
like
you.
the story.
I love you all
and we
very
don't
much
want you
as
to kill us.
players as
Yeah.
well. I do things because I
Yeah,
love you.
you-
Anyway, so I think that's the break,
love you
and
so much,
we'll
Joe.
return to the game. Everybody close
All
out their
right.
chats if you have them
Bye,
open.
Hi,
chat.
chat.
Bye,
And-
chat.
Father.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm glad you love us all, but just remember, you're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
I'll say to you what I said before. The giant who brags about stomping an ant must have very little things to brag about.
This is me very much pointing the finger at Enoch needs to get hurt because he never gets hurt.
I can
Okay.
hurt
Oh, I
you
think
if you
I've
want
heard
to be
him plenty.
hurt.
Don't worry.
I can hurt you if you want to be hurt.
I can hurt you right now.
Bad boys hours. Anyway, let's get to the game.
Yeah. You want to get hurt? You don't have to get hurt physically. I'm about to hurt you emotionally. Cracks knuckles.
So
Okay,
yes,
that's the
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
I've already been through that enough.
So Nathaniel
Anyways.
returns to the group. Let me get the horse token back.
Yeah, give me back in here.
Thing is, I deleted you a while back, so I gotta
Oh,
fucking
whoops.
grab.
I would suggest throwing things into the GM layer instead.
That would be a good thing to do. I just did not anticipate
next
you would
time.
leave the combat.
We can never
There we go.
expect what Davy plans to do.
There we go.
Yep.
You can put
And
yourself
now
on
I'm
the board.
here.
There you go.
Hello.
Yes.
Could I move the position
Good
of
boy.
me and Mr. Unconscious over here?
You may. Where do you
I
wish
just
to be?
want to. I want to be some. Oh, sorry, I can't ping. I want to be over in this direction. I'll have
Okay.
communicated that I just want to have a word with this guy alone.
Right.
Okay.
Are you going to tie him up first? That way
He's
he doesn't
already
explain.
he's already tied up. Don't worry.
I
I've got
love
it.
that. I love that. That's okay.
Don't worry. I took care of it. His weapons are off him too.
Okay,
Alright.
fantastic.
I'm gonna try and look for Nathaniel. Where?
Well, he
where'd
came back to
be?
the camp,
Okay.
and
Way over there.
so yeah, I guess we can talk about. We can start with Luna first, with interrogating this guy.
Yeah. I guess I'd try to wake him up from being clocked in the face.
Car's gonna come watch, and Francis is just gonna tend to the horses. And yep, you shake him awake, and he comes to and slowly lifts his head to you without saying a word.
Oh, rise and shine. Listen, I just want to have a word with you, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do with you. You can talk or you can not. It's really up to you.
He simply tilts his head and smiles without saying anything.
I first want to know what exactly made you join up with the Protectors? Hatred of the necromancy, running, chasing coin, couldn't get any better job with better bosses.
And what do I got to gain from telling you? Huh?
Better opportunity, maybe. One that isn't working with necromancers, mind you.
And I can trust that from you, eh? And he turns and looks at Kara, who's crossing her arms.
Yes, because she's not with the Spine of Death or the Black Fang Queen. You all made assumptions.
He tilts his head the other way. Ah, but she's still a necromancer, ain't she? Pulling up
And-
bodies, being a corpse mage?
And only to defend herself, the only spells you've seen her cast are when you've attacked her.
But she's still defiling the dead, ain't she?
I want to know just exactly the names of the people that she's defiling.
Does it matter? And
mean, I would-
Kara just takes a step up. I raise who I please.
Kara, please. Listen, I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise, because frankly, I think you're probably set in your ways, but I'm just giving you a chance. Listen, I just want to know why you involved yourself in this. If it's a hatred of necromancy, we can have a conversation. If it's looking for better coin, I can get you a better opportunity.
Give me a persuasion.
Sure. Let's see how this goes. That's the 14. That could be worse.
He turns his head to Kara and just kind of locks eyes with her and doesn't take his gaze off.
I
You
was
really
gonna
got
say,
a better
did you-
job for me than turning in Kara Miharian to the authorities.
Yes.
The war criminal that Belkinus has been hunting for decades.
What if we have been hunting the wrong person? Would that mean anything?
So then all the people she's hurt doesn't matter, does it? All the things she's done.
All the things she's done. What exactly has Kara Miharian done, not the Black Vein Queen?
Kara steps up. I've taken many people for the benefit of my powers, for my research, without a single inkling of remorse.
You know,
And
you're not making
she
this.
leans down, just like face to face with him, and I'll do it again.
Kara. Please,
What? I don't
step
answer to
back.
you.
I'm asking you. I'm not telling you. Asking you to please step back.
She just takes a step up to look at you, Luna.
If you want a chance at this working, do you want a chance fixing everything in Belkinus right now? Making things easier. Do you want that chance, Kara?
She looks at you just face to face, her cold gaze, like she tries to keep up a cold, like mean stare, but just is having trouble looking at you. And she just shakes her head and just walks away. Just does a little grunt. Steps past Enoch without saying a word. And goes to the horses.
Turn back to Mr. Lizardfolk.
She's hurt a lot of people.
And so have you. So have the Protectors. Ransacking a town that's just trying to exist.
We were providing a service. You
Providing
saw
a
the Spine
service.
of Death attack the place, try and recruit more people.
Yes, of course I've seen it. But does that mean every single person who casts a spell like that, does that mean they all deserve some sort of form of retribution for the actions of a few?
He just looks down and seriously considers this. His eyes are darting left and right.
Listen, I'm not someone who has no idea what necromancers have done. I'm a daughter of a veteran from the war, and I've seen the carnage that this cult has caused. But what we're trying to do here is fix it. Bring who needs to be brought to justice. And maybe make some change.
Then what do you need me for?
Competent swords are always handy. You heard my friend back there, yes? The Witch Taker?
Yeah, he's taken in a few buddies of mine in the past. Didn't quite see what the benefit in that was, or why he would do that.
I mean, sometimes you, as far as I understand, sometimes you need people that also work in the seedier corners of the world. You need people who are familiar with them.
I have 2 questions.
Yes?
First, is this within earshot of everybody?
I assume we're not hiding it, right?
Yes, Luna just asked to have this conversation alone.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If you want to jump in, that's totally fine. Just know that's what she asked.
Nope, that's okay. I don't need to jump in. One small thing. I didn't want to cut the tension, but I've been holding on to this for a really long time. I kind of expected it to jump to like me walking in on the horse, and my finger is getting really tired. So this is going to cut the tension, and I apologize.
You know what? Go ahead. That's
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's
God.
banana time. See, this
This
is
is
great.
worth
You were all like, "Hey, let's get like Nathaniel comes in." I'm like, "Yes, I do."
No.
God,
You know
my
what?
finger hurts.
No,
Sorry
no.
about that.
That's
You were
fine.
absolutely fine. That was
thought-
worth it.
Davy, that is on me. I thought like you were over there because I thought you were just gonna go over there to do stuff. I didn't
Yep.
know you were preparing. That's on me.
Nope. Makes sense. No, I do the stuff like
That
that all
makes
the
up
time.
for the lack of banana fact this episode.
Damn it.
I was sweating because you were getting more intense, not less. So this definitely would have not been the time to do that. All right.
Yeah.
I went back to where Nathaniel is. Keep having your
Perfectly,
conversation. Very
perfectly
sorry.
relevant to the conversation as he is part of the subject of it.
Yeah. No, you were totally fine. That was worth it. That was funny.
Alrighty. Continue.
All right.
But
So Rushk just looks around.
or if you don't want to join them, because I understand if you might not want to, what he can do is quite terrifying. I actually think a fair point is made that kind of magic can be just as dangerous if it's not used correctly. You saw what it did to your men, didn't you?
He just looks down for a second. If the majority of the kingdom can't see necromancy for what it is, who's to say they can do the same for us?
Sorry, can you repeat that? My audio just died.
All good. If most of the kingdom can't see necromancy for what it is, who's to say they won't stop villainizing us the same?
What? Stop villainizing the protectors, the people that are extorting poor villagers out of money, kidnapping people, ransacking homes.
He just looks down. All right, that's not fair.
No, you are being just. This organization of yours is being just as terrible as the Spine of Death.
If not slightly worse, considering, you're practically destroying lives.
I mean, both of them are practically destroying lives, Enoch.
Well, technically one's bringing them back, but I won't get into it.
And just because you don't understand the spell doesn't, and just because you don't like it doesn't mean you have to really live with it. I fucking despise necromancy. Like Renee's saying this, like she's basically like focusing on the fires, like totally. But since someone else jumped into the conversation, she's just doing it too. I fucking despise it. But I can see the use that it has had. Just because I don't approve of it.
Why do
doesn't
we
mean
have
they
the right to? Why do we have the right to condemn somebody for their magical practice? If it is if it really is not harming a single soul. No souls are being brought back from the dead. Nobody's being siphoned.
Well, she like looks over at Kara, like
Luna's just like waving her hand. I'm talking about in general. Almost
there
every
are definitely major crimes that we can totally focus on.
yes, but people using a spell to dry herbs and using raising people that have agreed to be raised to help keep their town running doesn't, to me, sound like the nefarious necromancers I've heard about my entire life. Now, I said that there was a second option if you didn't want to join the Witch Takers.
I would like a third option, if possible.
What is that?
You're,
She's
Mum.
taken.
your mum's part of the guard, isn't she?
Yes.
I recognize your face. You all look similar.
Yes, I suppose we do a bit. What?
You were willing to hear out these necromancers. See that
Yeah.
in all their plight, in all their troubles, that there was a story behind it.
Yes, of course.
I want mine and my protectors heard as well.
Seeing that, Luna, who still has a little bit of a bottle of wine left, I think is going to cut his ropes. They're like giving him an eye, like, try anything funny and I'll knock you out again.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down beside him and pass him a wine bottle.
Not here.
Why don't we have this conversation over a drink then?
Fine. He takes the bottle and limps towards the fire.
I was going to say, you look like you two will get cold over there if you sit around.
Yep.
Right. So
I graciously smile at Luna for this whole conversation.
All right.
Like, that was really awesome.
So, Nathaniel, you get back, seeing as this one guy who tried to attack the group is being brought to the fire with a bottle of wine now. And Kara sees this as well, and she just scoffs and starts just brushing and feeding the horses.
I'm gonna mosey on over towards the rest of the horses. I can't do...
The bell didn't hit you too hard, did it? Now I use helping hands to use healing word on myself and Nathaniel.
I will take it.
And I'll do second level because
you squishies, I swear to God, you give me so much anxiety.
It's fine, don't worry about it. So we both get 9 points. I meant to only
more than my maximum. But... Oh, 9?
Yeah, 9.
I see 12 there.
Because I rolled it twice by accident.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's almost my maximum. In that case, I'll respond. It wasn't that big of a deal. I feel better already.
Good to know. She just like rolls her eyes. She's very used to this.
I'm gonna slide off of the horse. And I didn't know what happened with this guy, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put him there.
Yeah. Where's that one protector that was like following me around?
Oh, you know that one? He kind of fucked off. My brother tackled him, and then he just kind of ran away.
I thought he was coming to kill you, and then I saw him riding off, and I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help.
So you intercepted him then?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
You did a very good job.
It's over like,
Why can't you say this to your son, Nathaniel?
Because my son needs negative reinforcement.
Renee looks flabbergasted.
You can see
the meantime,
Francis has a big stupid smile on his face, just mouth open and kind of looking back at Renee and like pointing back and forth between himself and Nathaniel. Like,
she has a matching open mouth, but instead of being happy, she's just more shocked of like,
I do not look him in the eye as I say that. I'm just saying that as I in stride, as I walk over here, I don't look at him. I just keep moving. And then
like, you still need to take the lesson that was being taught to Art. Just because it succeeded does not mean that the lesson should not be learned.
And I suppose that our Bone Queen is still perfectly fine.
And Kara just like brushing the horse without looking at you. Yes, thanks to your mind control, Witch Taker.
Well, very good then. And what of the last person? I see that someone has joined us for a drink.
You can see that he just kind of like lifts the bottle like very gently in like a cheers motion. No hard feelings, Witch Taker.
None taken. Many people tried to kill me. Some of them.
I feel like that might be a common occurrence.
As I pass by, some of them even stick around.
I suppose.
You'd actually be very surprised of who we've recruited sometimes, because it can get very interesting.
Right. Well, as it stands then, it seems that Luna has these things covered. As for the rest of us, we should lick our wounds, as it were. The night is still dark. The sun won't be up for a while. I know that I still need rest.
Oh,
well,
please.
If you would like to get some sleep, I'll stay up. Seems like I have a conversation to be had here.
You see that Rush looks a little uncomfortable.
If she wants to kick your ass, she'll kick your ass.
For the record, my weapons are sheathed. I'm not going to hurt you unless you make any move to hurt me. That's my deal.
Sorry, I'm just out of my element. It's not exactly what I was planning.
That's kind of our gig, you know. We kind of like take everything out of the moment.
Where do you suppose the rest of those protectors would have gone?
Buggered off somewhere, trying to lick their own wounds, find a new plan, find a new place to exploit.
Would they come back for you?
Hopefully, yes. Damn. Well, in that case, I'm going to take a horse and see if I can't round them up. That spell won't last forever, and when it wears off, they might be a bit confused.
Are you going to go by yourself?
I don't see what dangers there are in the woods.
She just gestures at this man who just tried to murder us. Like, really?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to rest, Nathaniel?
I would love to, but if I do not round these people up, then most likely they will try to attack us again.
Francis, do you want to go with Nathaniel?
Actually, I would feel much more comfortable if someone with tracking skills or perhaps a sense of where people are in the world. Kara, are you busy?
Fine. I think this could be a nice little trip.
Well,
She
there goes that.
comes up,
There goes that plan.
Don't have
And-
too much fun.
hops on the horse with you. And I assume you're going to ride off and kind of patrol the perimeter?
Exactly. My main goal is I need to find those four because the ability only lasts an hour.
So you're actively trying to recruit them.
I don't need to recruit them. I need to round them up because the spell will end in an hour and they will no longer like me, which means they might just try to beat me up
They might just come attack us
once they
again.
realize what happened.
Right.
So this isn't recruitment as much as it is if I know where they are, I might be able to drown them in a lake or something. We'll see what happens.
Please don't drown
All
them in
right.
a lake.
There's a lot of options here. I'm bringing an incredible. I'm bringing like a very powerful necromancer. Maybe they can kill them. Who knows?
True. All right, I'm just going to put you over here on the map and pretend that that's another place.
Cool.
And we're gonna go to you in a little bit.
That's fine.
All right. So, meanwhile, you guys are mostly just kind of camping out, and Luna, you're gonna have a conversation with Rusk, yeah?
Yep. You said you wanted the story of the protectors to be heard. I'd be interested to hear it. Can't say I have found very many positive experiences, but I'm
Well,
open to broadening my horizons a bit.
all right. When I was younger, long time ago, grew up on the streets, life was hard. We had to scrounge for food, steal things to survive. And with it, our reputation dwindled. Each one of us, friends, pals, just trying to live day to day. And we were known as scoundrels, thieves. It's hard to bounce back from that. No one wants to hire someone with a criminal record.
Oh, you got that right.
Ah, you would know, huh? You're Renee.
Oh, you know of me.
Aye.
Well, I'm flattered. She just kind of like does a little like.
Aye, it was thanks to you snooping around that we found some nice shortcuts into a few places of high houses.
You're one of the reasons Chantal is pissed at me. Oh.
Aye, named a route after you.
Oh.
It's an honor.
She like looks at that and then looks over Francis like, oh no, like I'm being revealed in front of my
Francis
brother.
is just like, Renee, what is he talking about?
Oh, Renee. Oh.
She just pinches the bridge of her nose, like, all right, well, there is no hiding this now. Oh, well, that is fun. It was nice while it lasted. Hello, everyone. If you did not know, I am, like, she's just like, hello, everyone. If you weren't painfully aware of Chantal being literally pissed at me, I was very good at smuggling. Just thumbs up.
Like Francis, just like one hand over his mouth.
She goes, oh, psh. Listen, when you're trying to find something, you have to
wow.
go through CD with Node to make it work. And she like looks over at Rush like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes in order to get what you want, you have to do the things that aren't necessarily like, entirely okay with other people's morals.
You can see that
Is she
Parentheses the
pointing
whole
at
time.
me?
No, she's pointing at Rush.
Rush just lifts his
He's-
bottle. Aye, I hear that.
See, look, there's only one way to get the attention of the witch takers, and that was to commit crimes. They are very good at staying hidden unless you get yourself in trouble. So that was all I was trying to do.
Rush just takes a sip out of the bottle. Listen, when you're born at the bottom, you tend to stay at the bottom. You have to do what you can to survive. And people call you names for it, labels, to the point where you start to believe them. Anytime you try and convince someone, and it doesn't work, you wonder why you even bother trying. And so I guess most of us see as there's no other option. If the whole world is going to see you as a thief, as a bandit, might as well embrace it.
I've heard that before, but it was from a few necromancers.
Funny
The whole world sees you as something evil, something to be condemned and destroyed, and at some point you begin to believe it and embrace it to protect yourself.
And you think the kingdom will ever take in the necromancers?
I think it's going to be a very long road. But I think the more people are able to see that maybe it's not as black and white as we've been told our entire lives, it might mean something.
I mean, you've been living in the gray for most of your life. Can't you? People tend to only see what they know. People in the light of the city see the light. People in the dark of Glowwave see the dark. And it's so bright to each other that they tend to not see what's in the middle.
Even if that person has done things that even they admit they're not proud of. And he looks down, he just kind of lets the bottle back on the grass.
I think everybody sitting here has done things they are not proud of. No one lives a life completely without regret. So it's about being better than you were yesterday. Being better now. Because that's all you can do. Whatever happened in the past, you can't change.
Or at the very least, whatever you're doing ends up hurting you more than it hurts others.
Tell me. What did you... So were you in the original forming of the Protectors, or did they take you in?
They took me in. Saw that I couldn't go nowhere. Gave me a job. I didn't quite like it at first, but seeing as there were no other options, I went with it.
What kind of jobs do you normally take?
It started small, something menial. Steal something from a rich folk here. Push a guy around there. But then it started getting darker, heavier, harder to do. But when they're all back to back like that, and just a small escalation, I guess. I didn't notice.
Is it just... Oh, go ahead.
I guess it just, with a small incremental change here and there, I guess I didn't notice. Looking back at it now, seemed like such a smooth progression.
Is it only yourself you're supporting? Do you have family, siblings?
I do.
How many?
Got a little brother. Lives in Belkinus proper, kind of in the slums. I've also got a grandmother. She's with some healers right now. Been in one of the healing buildings quite a few months. I don't see her making out of there.
So you took all this on to support them?
Aye. But I see now that I don't think it matters.
No, I think it still matters, but I think you can do it a different way. So, the kind of jobs you take, tracking, finding people, finding things.
I used
He
to rough
fights.
up. Used to rough up a few people who wouldn't pay the ransom. Eventually, turned to. I'd rather not talk about what it turned into.
Oh, you don't have to. I've probably seen it enough.
What if I told you I could potentially get you in a better line of work, one that will pay a bit better and won't leave you with that much guilt?
Well, then I'd say the gods have answered my prayers. If you can make it happen, I try to see if a few of my folks in the Protectors might do the same.
I would hope so. You are competent sorts. I hate to see so much talent go to waste like that, especially when there's so much honest work you could be taking. I have a contact in Chester City. If you follow us through this, I'll put you in contact with them.
He clutches at his side. I'll see about that. For now, he just leans down. I need to put off this stab wound you gave me.
Oh, here, let me. And I'm going to lean my hand over and give him my healing hands.
Aww.
Aww.
It's not much. It's like 8 hit points. Yeah. Sorry about that. I thought you were going to drown my friend there. So.
Oh, I was. But,
Glad you didn't. Appreciate you not doing that.
To be fair, that is the line of work, so that's probably okay. And as she says that, I'm going to do another one of the healing words on myself as well as him, because I can.
Aww.
This is only level 1, but you get 8 points of
Enoch
healing.
is just
my
shrugging his
dude.
shoulders. Yeah, it's part of the line of work.
All right.
Deal with it.
Now, while this conversation is happening, let's go over, in the meanwhile, to Nathaniel riding around the perimeter with Kara.
I'm like one of
Trying
those
to
girls
find-
that got a horse.
Trying to find
My
bodies.
damn RP part, dang it.
Hair floats. My hair is flowing in the wind. It's all beautiful.
Holding onto Kara's waist as you ride into the sunset.
Oh no! No, Kara sits behind me and is not allowed to touch me.
She does not. You see she is just holding on to kind of the back of her seat, keeping herself steady as best she
Horseback
can.
ridden, that's so hard.
Well,
And while you're riding, and she just speaks up. I don't like you, Witch Taker.
is that so? I'm very disappointed.
No, I know what you've done.
I like you very much.
No, I've lived in this region long enough to know about your reputation and your story, especially the one that you tell people.
I don't tell people much, only what's
No.
already been repeated to me. But if we're on the subject of stories, I do appreciate how open you are with yours. Especially earlier, as Luna tried to stick up for you, and you tore her down. Well, tore yourself down. Made her look like a fool, a little bit.
You think the people of this realm can be convinced to turn a blind eye?
No, not at all. It's why I use magic.
Yes, that's right. You're an enchanter, aren't you? You simply change people's minds to believe what you want them to. How can I be sure you've not done the same thing to your friends over there?
Oh, you cannot. But they are doing what's in your best interests. So, if you were to poke around, and you discover that in fact all of them had been enchanted to follow me following you.
She
you break it?
stops and she hops off the horse and immediately gets into a defensive stance.
I will, I'll rear back on the horse a bit, and then I'll look, I'll give a glance back down to her. I'm not going to stare directly at her. Is something wrong?
Mr. Gainsby, why do you think necromancy was outlawed?
Well, let's not get overzealous. Necromancy is a macabre practice, even when used with only a pragmatic mindset. The simple fact is that we live in a world where people who die do not cease to exist. The bodies are still their own, even after they've gone to wherever they will go. And desecrating those bodies can negatively affect the very real system of afterlife that the soul now has no control over. If the gods were to see a corpse puppeteered by you, well, I'm sure that they would be very concerned.
Ah, very good. However, I say that that's ridiculous. As the body is no longer sentient, it has no pride to disrespect, no self to feel, and most importantly, no mind left to control.
I'm not worried about, and you shouldn't be worried, about the pride of small people. It's the pride of the gods that you have to be worried about bruising. But I don't deny it. Enchantment is scary. But it also circumvents the need for torture during interrogations. It can be used, as I have done, to save lives by removing them from what would otherwise be a very deadly situation, even if it is against their will. In fact, a less aggressive practitioner could even use it to help treat problems with mental health. But if you must put magic under this myopic lens, then yes, enchantment is very dangerous. So
She squints her eyes. You are a monster.
well, I suppose that you just chose the wrong profession.
Her eyes widen in shock at that. She simply turns the other way. I'm not taking any time away from those bodies that I raised, Mr. Nathaniel. And I see now that you have no problem taking the time away from those who are still living. I hope that your conscience sleeps well knowing that.
So long as it can keep the good people living, I'm fine with taking a bit of time to give them back.
She starts to walk away like you did your father, Mr. Gainsby.
Oh,
My mouth twitches.
oh, he betrayed emotion.
She starts to walk away. Good luck finding your victims. I'm heading back to the camp.
Of course. It would be unfortunate if Chandrel were to get her way. I'll have plenty of time to ponder that as I look for these people that might try to kill us. Perhaps you should think of the same thing before we start speaking of things we might not understand.
She does not say anything in return. You see her walk toward it, just into the darkness towards the direction of the camp.
And I will go off to find the rest of the people.
All right, you ride around, and it seems like you have a hard time finding anyone, except you find two just vacant axe beaks. The common mounts of the protectors, just on their own. Just roaming
use
on
that.
their own.
We could use
Their
that.
reins not being used.
I'm going to move over to them, and I'd like to investigate them for any sign of like a struggle or maybe something's been ripped. Were they just abandoned?
It seems that way. With your passive investigation, you look at them, and it seems as though one's got like a sword scabbard without its sword. So looking at it, you make the plausible assumption that whoever this rider was, they drew their weapon, but they're gone. They had to fight something.
Well, silver lining solves one problem.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think of what all the other details with your fucking high investigation.
Right. Let's just very simply, how do the animals seem? Do they seem a little perturbed? Back before, like, do they seem like animals that would give a shit about their riders? And if so, do they feel like...
They don't seem to
do
give
they
a
have
shit about their
anxiety?
riders. However, you do see that they're incredibly shaken. When you approach, they kind of squawk and kind of take a few steps back defensively.
Ah, okay. Well, I am alone. I don't have that person I needed to keep me alive. So I am going to turn and hightail it back to camp. I think I would reach Kara before she gets back to camp.
Most likely, yes. You'd probably pass her up.
Yeah, so I'm moving quickly. I'm not like going at a full sprint, but like I'm moving quickly, and I will reach Kara.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put our posturing aside for a moment. Something's in these woods.
Of course there's things in these woods. It's woods. There are animals and creatures.
Right, but also things that have killed those two protectors that I charmed. Get on the horse. We don't have to talk, but we need to get back to camp.
She stares at you for a moment, and seeing just the straightness in your tone, without another word, simply gets back on the horse.
And hiya! Gallop, 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 gallop. Gallop, gallop.
All right. You head your way back to the camp. With Kara in tow. You can see that about now, Rushk has fallen asleep. And Renee, you can see that your brother is also asleep. Like, he's got a dagger in his hand, but like as if he was gonna like stand guard, but like he's just kind of like couldn't help himself. Like yeah. Before he was like, I'm going to stand watch and make sure, you know, like.
She probably was like, she was basically like babying him into bed. He was like, I'm gonna guard. She's like, He's like, I'm gonna do a great job. I know. Shh. I'm gonna. Yeah. She's like, just close your eyes, go to sleep. Like, and he's just like in her lap. Like, yep. This is.
Can I ask how old he is? Because I don't think. Like
he's like a teenager, but he's also like very immature.
He's a baby, okay.
I don't know what elf ages would be for him, but like he would be like the equivalent of human like 1920, very young.
Oh. Okay.
He is baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so no, he's like just turning into an adult shaped something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he like doesn't know what he is yet, and Renee's very fully aware of this, so she's just like, Yep.
I was just curious. Sorry to interrupt the flow.
You're good. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, no, she just knows him that well, and she's like,
Actually a baby. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. She's also probably just like drifting, her eyes like are just starting to close, like,
Once we make it back to camp, I'm going to like not call out, not like yell, but I'll say to everybody, the protectors are dead. At least 2 of them.
What?
Something in the woods attacked them. I imagine that it was something that they had prior knowledge of. One of their swords was missing.
Oh, good.
So, what if we try to leave now? We're not going to have enough strength for tomorrow.
I'd rather worry about tomorrow than die tonight. Like, Renee's going to start getting up. Like, okay. Just like
how do you enter other cities without being seen?
Well, I usually put on a strong visage. Most people won't look at someone who's got a cloak on and hiding their face. It's not the most difficult thing to cast an illusion on yourself. But I rarely ever go into Belkinus itself. I've strayed away from that city from that entire country for many decades now. This will be the first time I've stepped in there for a long time.
How many days of travel do we have till we get to Belkinus?
Yeah, can we see the map real quick?
Yes,
by
you may.
horse, I believe it is 3 days if we just
on horseback. If you go directly to the capital from where you are,
straight through
yeah,
Chester.
let's see. So like you can move 2 days in one
it's only
on
60
horseback.
feet away. I can misty step there.
So 1, 2. I don't know how well the horses travel over the mountains.
Yeah, that'll be a.
Well, if there are trails, because I think we know that there are there's some sort of a trade route through the mountains to get supplies to Yetzel, I'm sure. So
yes. So if you book it, you can make it there in 2.5 days.
So we'd be passing back through Ruggerwood, which honestly also works for me.
Yeah, I kind of prefer that because I know you want to drop your brother off, and I'd rather not take him into Dangerville.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Renee,
Wait.
Look,
if we are moving till tomorrow, will you still be able to rest while on the horse? Will somebody be able to? Will somebody be able to? I don't know, to drive the horse for you so that you can rest.
I've not slept on a horse well. I can damn well try.
Well, if this is the direction we're going,
Wait, are we here at this X?
Yeah.
Yes. You are just outside of the border.
We're going to need, if we want to rest, then we're going to need to enter Chester City. Anywhere else would be too dangerous. You have connections, as I look to Luna, to get us in quietly.
yes, I would just need to. You're going to need to let me speak for a second with my mother to catch her up on some of this if we're going to get her to believe to let us in.
Okay.
And keep Kara hidden.
That's the problem. We are risking it if we are going to be even so much as introduced to your mother on any of this idea.
Someone here is already aware of our presence. We're risking it by being in the woods.
And frankly, I think I might have a decent shot at convincing her. My mother has picked up an attitude that she has never held before. And I really think I have a shot.
Official.
Yes, she's still a city official that just let her daughter go where city officials weren't allowed to let people go.
This is a different situation and you know it.
Enoch, will you have some faith in us? We've tried to, we've had faith in you and your endeavors. Please.
I don't like it, but I believe it is the best option.
Enoch, I really don't want to die.
I really don't even have to explain to her who Kara is.
All right. I'm just expressing my concern.
And they're valid.
I am expressing my concern. Appreciate you taking validity. But if you guys decide that it would be best for us to go through Chester, then so be it.
And if this at any point goes wrong, I take full responsibility. And I'll do everything I can to get us out. But if we're about to ride now, we can't handle being exhausted on this journey, especially if we're going through the peaks.
To be fair, we do have at least, and I'm going to look between Kara and Francis, at least one other voice of reason. Do you have any other ideas?
So you're saying this to Francis and Kara?
Yes.
Francis?
At least one other voice of reason.
Francis just like he looks up and he's just like darting his gaze back and forth between Renee and Nathaniel. You want my opinion?
Well, and I turn to Kara.
That was mean.
Can I add one more thing before we go on a final vote, because it might help us. We're trying to get an entire population on this idea. Why not start with one section of the guard to back us, and then we move along?
Absolutely not. We're not telling the guard, the easily corruptible.
It would be worst case scenario to tell them, is what I think she means. We're going to try and get through it without causing any concern. And then the worst fucking case scenario is that we might have to start negotiating with one city.
And frankly, I think that
if we need a place to stay, I might have someone that can keep everything on the hush hush.
Who's that?
Her name is Serene. Couple of y'all already met her. White Dragonborn.
Oh, is she the little one at the church?
Yes. She dabbled in necromancy. And was more than willing to do it again for me, so I imagine if she was willing to do that, she at least might be comfortable with Kara.
Well, there we go.
All right, fuck. That's just might work.
Tell me, When we entered Chester, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I had a question about our process of entering. Did we have to go through any sort of checkpoint, or did we just walk in?
The only checkpoint that there was at the exit towards the back when you were heading towards Cloveway. But your mom let you through that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once we're back in, I don't think they will mind if we're not going towards Cloveway this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's settled then. Renee, you will message Luna's mother. Luna, you will communicate with her to allow us into the city discreetly. And then we will go to the church
do
that Enoch had.
tonight.
Why not?
I am completely spent. I have been spent.
Use the potion.
The potion isn't enough. The spell is too high.
Well, that's unfortunate. Can you cast higher than that?
Not without getting some sleep.
Damn. Well, in that case, I have a solution, but it'll be a bit more improvised. Right, let's move.
What is your solution?
I'll charm a guard and have them bring your mother.
They don't know after the fact, do they? That might be something I have to explain away, which I'm more than willing to, but...
It won't be a problem, I assure you.
Okay, let me wake this one up.
You will get him up, and
I'm sorry to wake you, but we need to move. Something's in the woods.
Well, it
Rather
gave me
not
another
leave you
day
for
to
dead.
live, so I think it's fair that you take away another night of sleep.
You can... hold on, wait. Have we exceeded the limit of our horses?
I legit forgot that he was here. Can we just leave him behind, let him die?
No,
Yes.
Absolutely not.
No. What do you mean no?
Wait.
I just had a conversation
This
saying
might put a divot in what our plans that we have at the moment, but I just had an idea.
Yeah?
Huh?
What's your idea?
Lashk,
Hi.
does that entrance still exist in Chester?
He gives a little smile. That it does.
Okay. Oh, it's been a hot minute. Okay.
No?
I might know a way for us to go under.
Into the Renee passageway.
I can't believe you named it the Renee Way. You couldn't name it something cooler.
I raise my eyebrows.
I did plenty while I was there before I knew you. I have a life.
We at
She's
the
just like,
Protectors pay our due credit.
I just didn't realize it was all of you who were using it.
So,
What if it was called the Bordeaux Below Railroad?
oh my god.
I like that one.
Gods.
Right, let's all move. So that
Figure
we
out the
won't
name once we get through it.
So
Yeah,
are you guys riding out in the middle of the night then to find the
Yeah.
Renee passageway?
I think so.
Renee Way. It's the
Didn't really
Renway.
expect it to be like that,
No,
but yes.
it's the Renway.
It's the Renway.
I have a
Oh.
question, because I think we've exceeded the capacity of our horses. Does this guy still have his axe beak?
Oh no, it ran off. Actually, he did not come in on Axepeak.
Yeah, he
Oh,
came
right.
He
into
came
the
from
lake.
the fucking lake.
Well, I mean,
All right,
Francis
someone
is
ride
small.
Kuro.
Francis is small, so I'm sure we can triple up somebody. You know, it's fine. It's
I'll say let's
don't
see.
need
How
sleep.
many passengers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna be generous and say yes, you can triple up on the horses.
cool.
It will not impede on your because it'll be a rough ride for the horse, but for convenience sake,
Yeah.
you start to ride out in the middle of the night, heading back towards Chester City. And you cross the border, and you can see, as you cross it, you do pass by the 2 axe beaks as well.
I'm taking one.
You're
I
gonna
don't
take
give
an
a
axe beak?
shit. I want one.
There we
Problem
go.
solved. Take the axe beaks.
Yeah. I'll look at our lizardy friend. Do you want to take one, or do you want to keep riding?
I'm used to him.
Go on.
And you see him hop off the horse and look at the axe beak and kind of calm it down and look. Oh no.
What's going on?
Just lost another one, that's all.
Lost another one. One of your
I'm
men?
sorry.
Aye.
Can it tell us what?
He just kind of like brings it down, kind of rubbing its beak a little bit. Whatever it is, it's got this one scared.
Then we should move quickly. Is it
Aye.
willing to move?
It is.
All right.
I've got the reins.
that's good.
And you guys start to ride off, heading towards Chester City. And as you pass over the border, the sound of bustling Chester City and the lights going on start to get brighter and louder until a screeching sound pierces through it all. And a meteor crashes in...
What?
Kind of a meteor of an object, not an actual meteor. Sorry.
Oh, okay, it's just Thorn.
That's still not good, guys.
Wait,
Still not good.
finish your sentence.
A meteor-like object crashes in front of you, and a heavily armored being bearing an axe confronts you.
No! Oh god,
No,
I'm completely
I've had a
spent.
question about this for a while. Are those black veins on Thorn's fingertips?
You don't know.
We're gonna have to answer that question on the next session.
No, next session. No, fuck you.
God.
No. Oh,
God.
fucking no.
Oh well, guys, we're dead.
Oh, I am so very
No.
dead.
Could we have at least had a short rest while we had our little
I'm gonna say, you know what?
situation?
Yeah, well, we can retroactively short rest. Go ahead and
Okay.
Oh, I get my
whatever-
bardic inspiration back for what that counts
whatever
as.
amount you wish on a short rest, I'll be generous.
I think
we
I
get our
have an
bardic
extra.
inspiration back in a short
At
rest?
least,
Yeah.
at least to get an action surge, to get my adept
thought so,
marksman
right?
back.
No, we don't.
Oh, that doesn't happen until a later level.
Well,
Oh god.
I guess this is where Barbarian Luna's gonna come out because I think I'm reduced to only my Barbarian shit now.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh god.
Here's the plan.
Yeah.
Run.
We throw the axe beak guy at him first.
I have a plan.
Then we throw Francis. I know that's a hard sell.
No, you are not fucking
But after
throwing
Francis comes Kara, and I don't
No.
want to do it the other way around.
We're not
I
throwing
mean-
Francis. I would rather throw my Pokeball than throw Francis.
I would like to volunteer as tribute if we're throwing anything at Thorn, because I think I'm the only one with a chance of surviving with all you squishy bastards.
Yeah, that's why you're number 4. And after you is Enoch, then Renee, and I will have been gone far before then. I would have
Fuck
left.
you.
Oh,
Goodbye.
No, if you think that I will not haste and fucking double
she's
dash my ass out of there
Fighters!
flying.
But you're not
Yeah, one
supposed
of
to
the fighters
haste.
that
You're
almost
supposed to
got
be
drowned.
bait.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's where we're calling
I'm-
the session today.
Oh my god, this is...
I'm a ranged fighter. I can't I'm a ranged fighter for the most part.
Then get to the sky and shoot. Don't just abandon
I
everyone.
need a clip of Cammy yelling that. I need that. Please, somebody clip that.
All right, but
Get to the
yes,
sky and
that is
shoot.
that is today's session. Yeah, we're gonna
was fun.
call it there.
Oh, that
yeah,
was awesome.
and I hope
like,
you guys.
oh my
there's a
God.
TPK you were asking for, and
No!
I
we're gonna
wasn't
see-
asking for anything.
Come at me with your third-rate duelist, fourth-rate deck.
Okay, Enoch, when you
bullshit.
die next session, I'm
I
not
will
crying
never
for you.
stop. I will die.
Well, I honestly go for it then.
Do you
I'm not
promise?
You won't. No balls.
I'm gonna die. Thank you very much.
You
I will
won't.
not
No
mourn
balls.
you. You are asking for it.
Yeah,
do it.
you're asking to
Do
die.
it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Who are we gonna?
Oh, I'm a die.
yeah, who do we
Thank
want
you.
to raid? Let's find a raid target.
Yeah, let's see who's going on. Who's going on?
Oh, Jonathan Young just started streaming.
Oh,
Jonathan Young.
please.
Yeah, he's one of
Jonathan
my
Young is a
music
singer.
friends.
Yeah,
Oh.
He's a
It's one of my
musician.
favorites.
He does metal covers, which
Yeah.
immediately makes him better than most cover
Oh
artists.
god.
Also, his albums and
Very
original
different
music
than others.
are heckin' fire, and I love them very
Yes.
much. Especially Starship Velociraptor, which is about a pirate ship in space.
Velociraptor.
Is it just Jonathan Young, all one word?
It's Jonathan Y Music. I just put
Y
it in
Music,
the chat.
okay.
Yep,
Why music?
Jonathan Y Music.
But why
because
music?
yes.
Yep.
Because
People
it's
always
awesome.
Ask, people always ask why music, but never how music.
Okay, Jonathan and Peyton Parrish just did like a fucking badass Viking
Subsequently,
song.
I thoroughly
I love it.
Subsequently, nobody
so
asked what music.
yeah, the tag can be what music?
Yeah, well, we'll say what music. And yeah, thank you all, everyone, for joining in. Ask what music?
What music?
Why music?
What music?
What music?
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night,
Thanks for
everybody.
joining.
Everybody, farewell.
Ah.
All right, well.